Live from Seahawks Stadium at Anacortes High School in Anacortes, Washington, this is Seahawks Football on AHS Live.
Go over to the welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's broadcast for AHS Live's presentation of Friday Night Football Under the Lights. Lou D'Amelio here with my broadcast partner Dave Wilder as part of the finely tuned Swiss watch that we we're putting together. It's going to be a good Friday night. We've got a great game for you here. Your Anacortes Seahawks are taking on the visiting Bellingham Red Riders. And tonight, first of all, Dave, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Lou?
I'm doing really good, man. I'm super happy to be here.
Yep.
This is going to be a true Northwest football game. The wind is blowing about 20 to 30 miles an hour right now.
Yeah.
And expected to get worse as the game goes on. Pick up as the game goes on. There are gale warnings up for later tonight.
Yep.
Real Northwest weather, and it's coming out of the southwest. So that means for the folks in the stands, they're taking it right in the teeth.
Oh man.
It's a true football night.
Yeah. I went down there before we walked into the booth, and I was so thankful that we happened to be in a fully enclosed booth.
Oh, man. So listen, tonight, one of the great parts about tonight, we're going to get a chance to watch the festivities as all of the seniors come out and welcome on the field
for all your scheduled standings and scores,
their
please
last
go to nwcathletics.com.
game.
All 14 of them.
Yeah, man, it's a big old mob of seniors that are going to be graduating this year. A whole new team next year.
Right.
And at some point here, we will break away and we'll get a chance to listen in as our field announcer introduces each of the players. So as soon as that gets started, we will break away to that. And then you got a chance to see the Anacortes High School band, of course, in full colors, doing great work. And they're a pretty good crowd here tonight. Lots of folks down from Bellingham, of course, to see the Red Raiders play. And a lot of hometown crowd folks here to watch your Anacortes Seahawks. So we're looking forward to what should be a great matchup between these two teams. A lot of stuff going on in the Northwest Conference. Some things are decided, some things are still up in the air, and we're going to talk about all that during the course of the game.
Correct.
And we're going to follow some other games that are going on around the league. We know that Linden is playing at Burlington tonight. That game has playoff implications, I believe.
Probably the biggest game tonight as far as playoff implications. Everything kind of has some play in it, but that one could be a huge deciding factor on seeding.
Yeah, and that's going to be, I mean, Linden has been vulnerable this year.
Yep.
At home. They've lost a couple of times, and now they're down in Burlington, and Burlington has been tough at home. So
Burlington, not an easy place to play at,
yeah,
as most teams find out each year.
So with the flag standing out straight, I don't know if we can get a shot of the U.S. flag down at the north end of the field, but it is definitely working tonight. And that will be a factor in this game as we will watch both teams try to put a passing game into effect. And Dave, as you were telling me beforehand, Anacortes' quarterback situation is a little unusual.
Yeah, so senior, unfortunately, Tristan Lowry, starting quarterback. You can see the picture of the flag there, the video of the flag there. But Tristan Lowry has a high ankle sprain, which he actually played through last week. So that's not what's keeping him from playing tonight. He's unfortunately caught mono. And in talking to his parents, Brandon and Rhonda, awesome people, by the way, he is probably done for the year, which tonight and next week, in other words. So,
yep.
And really unfortunate. He really wanted to play tonight. Of course, the doctors told him you really can't. So, but he is fortunate enough. There was even question if he'd be able to be here for the senior night festivities, to even be at the field. He is here, so that at least he gets that tonight. So, and then of course last week, for those that do not know, we lost another senior starter in Jake Hendricks to a broken wrist.
Right.
So he will be here tonight for the festivities, but not eligible to play. But my understanding, I don't know for fact yet because I haven't got official word, but my understanding is his younger brother Matthew, who's a freshman, will get to take place of his duties, at least for the kicking and the punting.
Yeah.
Because Jake has had a great year overall, but his kicking and punting this year has been phenomenal. Like a whole nother world compared to most teams.
No doubt. Yeah.
That's going to be something to keep an eye on as this game goes on, for the always fighting for field position. and being able to kick them longer field goals. Matthew is a good kicker himself, but he's a freshman. Jake's a senior. There's usually a difference there. So, and then Tyler Bluen, I know his back was hurting him last week. He took a pretty good shot in the Linden game. And then Peyton Beener has a sore shoulder, Trevor Beener with a sore knee. So a lot of key players for the Seahawks.
This time of year.
Getting late in the season, exactly, starting to catch up to them.
So, and you know, and both teams, regardless of the playoff picture, one of the reasons I'm looking forward to tonight's game, both teams come in 1-3 in conference, 3-4 overall.
Right.
You know, so they're fairly evenly matched.
Yeah.
And you're playing for a little bit of pride. You're here on senior night on your home field. Bellingham looking for a win, coming down here would like to come away with a W. So we're going to see a highly competitive game, I think, between two very evenly matched teams. Makes
no doubt
for some pretty good football.
It's going to make it exciting. I mean, keep in mind we had a 19-point lead on Blaine earlier this year. Blaine almost came back and beat us. The week before that game, Bellingham was down to Blaine by 7. Scored a touchdown with no time left, went to kick the extra point. The snap was muffed,
right,
and they ended up throwing it into the end zone for a 2-point conversion to win with no time left. And so just using that game as a comparison, these teams are very close, obviously. So it will be a fun, exciting matchup. Lou, you and I on a different form of broadcasting got to see Bellingham play Burlington a few weeks ago. And there's a couple players that Bellingham has that if they're playing tonight, because we never know the status of the opposing team in advance, but Ethan, the Ethans, Ethan
yes, that's right.
Fields and Ethan, well, this roster's so hard to read, I apologize. Ethan Burschauer is the other one. Both pretty good players, and then another guy I remember specifically was number 99, Nicholas Osterling.
Yeah, Osterling
on
was
defense.
So many plays.
Oh
yeah,
my
he
gosh,
was just a monster.
Yes, and their quarterback was pretty good, and then of course you got Spencer Lee, the basketball player, who's also a pretty good wide receiver. So if they have all their guys going tonight, that gives them a little bit of an advantage on paper going into the game. That doesn't mean that's how it'll play out, obviously, but on paper, if they've got all their guys with all the guys that Anacortes is missing and or playing sore, it would give Bellingham an advantage as we see the senior parents starting to approach the field here.
Yep, and as I said, it is senior night, always a special night. Kind of, the team is fired up for it, and at the same time, it's a little melancholy as players realize it's the last time they're going to stand on their home field. And so, as they get senior night underway, and you can probably see there from your shot. Well, maybe you're looking at the refs right now, but you can see there from the bigger shot. The team has the Seahawks have warmed up now, and the seniors are now going and finding their parents. It looks like they'll be getting things underway fairly quickly here, and when that happens, we will break away to the field announcer, so you'll get to hear everything that the folks here at the field are hearing. Thank you so much for joining us from wherever you are tonight. We always get a kick out of it if you have a way to let us know where you're listening from.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's Northwest Conference football game here at Rice Field.
We always appreciate
Before
it.
tonight's action,
with
we'd
that,
like to take a few minutes to honor our seniors.
In progress for
first seniors we'd like to recognize are on the cheer squad. We'd like to thank the seniors and their parents for their help and support throughout their cheerleading career and this 2017-18 football season. The first cheerleader senior we'd like to recognize is Sarah Hardesty. Sarah's parents are Margaret and Bob Hardesty, sister Ashley, brothers Shane and Samuel. Congratulations, Sarah. The next senior cheerleader we'd like to recognize is Jordan Vaughn. And Jordan's mother is Jennifer Vaughn. Congratulations, Jordan. Congratulations, ladies, and good luck in all your future endeavors. And once again, we'd like to thank the seniors and their parents of our football team for their help and support throughout the season and seasons past. The first senior that we'd like to recognize, number 2, Tristan Lowry. Tristan is a 3-year letter winner. Tristan's parents are Brandon and Rhonda Lowry. Congratulations, Tristan. The next senior we'd like to recognize, number 4, Andrew Scruggs. Andrew is a 1-year participant. Andrew is the son of Michelle Valdez and Leo Lamos. The next senior we'd like to recognize is number 14, Tyler Bluen. Tyler is a 3-year letter winner. Tyler is the son of Justin and Christy Bluen. Congratulations, Tyler. The next senior we'd like to recognize, number 16, Lucas Mannion. Lucas is a 1-year letter winner. Lucas is the son of Greg Mannion and Linda Brown. Congratulations to Lucas. The next senior we'd like to recognize, number 20, Jake Johnson. Jake is a 1-year letter winner. He's the son of Leonard and Nima Johnson. Congratulations, Jake. The next senior we'd like to recognize, number 21, Jake Hendricks. Jake is a 3-year letter winner. Jake is the son of Rodney and Molly Hendricks. Congratulations, Jake. The next senior we'd like to recognize, number 23, Nick Hubel. Nick is a 1-year letter winner. Nick is the son of Gustav Hubel. Congratulations, Nick. The next senior we'd like to recognize is number 32, Peyton Beener. Peyton is a 3-year letter winner. Peyton is the son of Josh and Sean Beener. The next senior we'd like to recognize, number 51, Jeremy Downs. Jeremy is a 2-year letter winner. Jeremy is the son of David and Kristen Downs. The next senior we'd like to recognize, number 60, Karma Kushner. Karma is a 3-year letter winner. Karma is the son of George and Shelley Kushner. The next senior we'd like to recognize is number 65, Marcus Stoll. Marcus is a 2-year letter winner. Marcus is the son of Don McComas and Bob and Bertie McComas. Congratulations, Marcus. The next senior we'd like to recognize is number 66, Kirby Rowe. Kirby is a 3-year letter winner. Kirby is the son of Jim Rowe. Congratulations, Kirby. The next senior we'd like to recognize is number 70, Ryan Frost. Ryan is a 3-year letter winner. Ryan is the son of Chris and Meg Frost. The next senior we'd like to recognize, number 74, Jacob South. Jacob is a 3-year letter winner. Jacob is the son of Dustin and Carrie South. Congratulations, Jacob. Once again, congratulations to all you seniors and good luck in all your future endeavors.
And we welcome you
At this
back
time,
in.
we're going to take a
We welcome you back in live to our pregame show as we get ready for tonight's broadcast between your Anacortes Seahawks and the Bellingham Red Raiders, down for a visit from the Great White North. The clock is showing about 3.5 minutes before we get this thing underway. It's hard to tell on nights like this, though, because obviously there's some pregame festivities that aren't normal. So we're going to take a little break, do a little business, and when we come back, we'll probably be ready to get this game underway. We'll be right back.
At the Senior College, we believe that learning should never stop. Anacortes Senior College offers lifelong learning opportunities to adults over 50 in a relaxed atmosphere. No test or homework. ASC is ran by volunteers including retired college professors, scientists, artists, business and medical professionals. Fall, winter, and spring courses are held Tuesdays and Thursdays. For more information and registration forms, go to seniorcollege.org.
Welcome to the Rockfish Grill.
The Rockfish Grill specializes in fresh Northwest food, including seafood and pizza prepared in their wood-fired oven. They proudly pour Anacortes ales and lagers, brewed right next door at the Anacortes Brewery. The Rockfish Grill and their companion business, H2O, feature live entertainment every week with local and national acts. The Rockfish Grill, Anacortes Brewery, and H2O, 4th and Commercial in downtown Anacortes.
Did you know that the largest toy store in Skagit County is here in Anacortes? Here at Toy Stories, we have a wide selection of the best toys you can find anywhere.
Wow!
From our large selection of stuffed animals
Cool!
to our massive Lego kit area.
Alright!
Stop in to check out our brand new RC toy selection, including drones, or pick out a baby shower gift.
Awesome!
Try out a toy, have it wrapped, and walk out all in the same visit.
I love it!
There's something for everybody here at Toy Stories on 9th Street, Anacortes.
Behind every great Anacortes club and team, there's an unspoken hero. People that get us our team gear, organize our team dinners, and support us in everything else we need. From every student athlete in AHS, thank you, Saba, for the football team's two-a-day shirts, the volleyball team's warm-up gear, and everything else in between. Saba, the Seahawk Athletic Booster Association.
All right, we welcome you back in here to Anacortes High School. It is blustery tonight. It is going to be a little chilly, I think, for most of the folks out in the stands, and we certainly appreciate the fans that are here, and we appreciate you tuning in from wherever you're listening to us and getting a chance to watch. It's going to be a good football game. Captains have been out now, and now both teams are getting ready for the presentation of the colors and the salute to the national anthem. So we will join the Anacortes High School band as they take care of that for us tonight. Mr. Chris Style.
Thank you.
Anacortes High School band,
The
as
referees
usual,
this
knocking
evening,
it out of the
back
park
judge
when we
is
do the
John
national anthem.
Pasquale. The line judge, Jason D.
Really a pleasure
Linesman is
to
Les Martin.
have a high
The
school band that
umpire,
can do that so well.
James
You know,
Cheeseborough.
that's just
Yeah.
awesome.
And the head
And
referee
that is
this
not
evening
easy to
is
do,
Larry
and
Musselwhite.
especially not easy to do when the wind's blowing 25 miles an hour.
Right, yeah.
Ladies
Standing
and
out in the
gentlemen, the
cold.
plaza this
So
evening,
our
there's a
hats are
raffle
off to them.
supporting the
Great job by the
graduating
Anacortes
class
High
of
School band and the
2018.
program for
There are some
presenting
great
that
prizes
tonight.
to be won.
Lots of
So please
chapstick
come
needed
out
for
and
the
support
horn
the
players
class
in
of
this weather.
2018.
So
No kidding, man. No kidding. It is a Pacific
Also this
Northwest kind of
evening's
night. We got a big storm rolling in for the weekend. I hope you got good plans for your Saturday. Maybe watch a little college football. Maybe watch some baseball. Maybe watch some basketball, some NBA basketball. This is a fantastic time of the year. Watch a little soccer.
I just want to say, Lou, I guarantee the Huskies will not lose this week.
Oh, right. After you sent them down to beat up on the Cal Bears, I was done.
Right. Well, and they did.
They did.
Oh, they did not beat up on the Sun Devils, unfortunately.
They did not. Now, a little karma came back around and got them.
But the great thing is, in a bye week, you are guaranteed not to lose.
We're ready for the kickoff, and Bellingham kicking off to the Seahawks.
Trevor Beaner and Peyton Beaner back deep to
Ball
receive.
In the air. This one's going to go right out the back of the end zone before a touchback.
Thank you, Wind, for helping carry the ball.
Well,
parts of this roster, folks, tonight you're going to really have to bear with Lou and I. Parts of this roster are literally blacked out.
Oh, that's Magnus Elm.
You were able to see that? Okay.
Elm's got quite the foot. The wind probably a crossing wind there, so you're right. It probably did carry it a little bit, but I remember when we watched him last time. He's got a leg.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
So Anacortes will start off on its own 20-yard line.
Gilden.
12 minutes on the clock.
Sorry, Lou. Eamon Gilden is the starting quarterback tonight. We forgot to mention that in the pregame.
Here's the snap. Handoff. Ball's fumbled on the first play. And let's see who comes
Looks
up with it.
Looks like Anacortes. Peyton Beaner recovered his own fumble there.
Yep. So tough start right out of the gate for Anacortes. Loss of half a yard on the play. A little confusion between quarterback and his running back.
Nathan Johnson checks out and Caden Cummings checks in.
Caden Cummings runs the play in, looks like, which is a good thing. Here's the snap on second down. Jake Johnson in motion. Here's a handoff. Coming out of the backfield will be...
Yard and a half, 2 yards,
yeah,
maybe?
Peyton Beaner, pick up a yard or so. So there's your first positive yards of the night for Anacortes. That'll bring up third down at about 10. Yeah, maybe 9. We'll do our best to keep you up to speed on everything that's going on around the Northwest Conference tonight. Several really interesting games, and we'll update you as we know.
Well, some of the stuff doesn't affect the Seahawks, but that 1A stuff that's going on in our league right now is pretty amazing to keep track of.
Here's the snap. Gilden back to pass.
Oh, here we go.
Throws over the right, almost picked off at the 30-yard line.
That's number 15. That's, oh, goodness. If I can read through the black here, that was Connor Wallace almost got the interception.
Wallace got up tall. He's a good defender, real rangy, and could have come down with that. It just bobbled out of his hands. So that's going to bring up fourth down and 9, and that's going to be Tyler Bluen who will be punting.
Yep. Thought we might see Matthew Hendricks tonight, but Tyler Bluen back to punt.
Yep.
He did some punting last year, though, also.
Yep. So he's standing about the 7-yard line, 8-yard line. He gets it away.
Ooh, nice.
Low line drive right out to the 50. It's picked up there. On the run to the 45. Down to the 40. Finally taken out of bounds.
So Peyton Beaner kind of got his legs, and then Oscar Acosta finished off the tackle. And Lou, I don't know if it's 100%, but I'm pretty confident it is. On every punt and kickoff that Anacortes had this year, Peyton Beaner, first one down the field.
Yep.
If it's not 100%, it's darn close.
Well, we'll hear that connection right there where Beaner is running into Spencer Lee, because Spencer Lee is their return guy. He's their fast man on the team. And
right.
He gets a lot of yards returning ball. So
yes.
I'm sure that will be a collision that we see several times tonight. 1st and 10 now for Bellingham.
So we got Bluen at safety tonight with Tristan Lowry being out, Jake Hendricks being out also.
Handoff sweep on the left-hand side, and Anacortes reads it well for taking down to the backfield and a loss.
Karma Kushner with a nice tackle there for the Hawks.
Ethan Fields on the carry, one of the 2 Ethans that you'll be hearing a lot about tonight.
Ethan Fields, I got to read a little article in the Bellingham Herald this week, and I wish my memory was better, but he's actually getting ready to set some sort of record for Bellingham High School football. I believe it's in all-purpose yards or something like that.
Boy. Nick Knutson awaits the snap.
Screen pass.
Quick pass to the right-hand side. On the run now. Good move. Makes the first man miss. Stays on his feet past the first tackle. All the way down to about the 26-yard line.
Good to Peyton Beener and Sahel Sharab there in on the tackle for the Hawks.
Spencer Lee on the carry. Let's take another look at that.
Yeah, we'll see here. I said uh-oh because Tyler Bluen slipped, and he was able to get by him.
Quick pass, watch him move here.
Right.
One tackle, and this right here.
Right.
He just stays on his feet, just falling forward is all he's doing.
Just keep going forward.
All right, 10 now for Bellingham from the 25-yard line.
Oh, look at this formation. This is different than what we see out of Bellingham. Usually fumble.
And we hit a loose ball.
Nice job by the defense.
But it's going to be a big loss on the play. It's going to back him up to a yard loss. Going to back him up to just right at the 30-yard line. So loss of 4 is how they're going to mark it.
Trevor Beener and Stephen Downey in on the tackle. Stephen Downey, by the way, plays defensive line. He's 5'5", 135 pounds, and he plays defensive line. And he's had a pretty darn good year this year, so good job there.
2nd and 14 for the Red Raiders. 8 minutes and 42 seconds left in the first quarter of play. They're going to the air, deep down the left-hand side. Oh, in and out of the hands. A good pass, nice effort. They were looking for Ethan Berschauer, but he could not rein it in.
Yeah, it looked like Sahel Sharab had a chance at it there for a moment, and then the throw was just a little better than I thought, to be honest with you, and fortunately was not completed.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and 14 for the Red Raiders from the Anacortes 30-yard line. Here's the snap. Once again, looking to go to the air. This will be a short slant pass.
Oh, boy.
Running up the middle. He's got blockers. And taken down from behind. I believe that was Trevor Beener that dragged him down.
Yeah.
But not until after a big gain on the play for the Red Raiders, taking him down to about the 12.
Yeah, that was about a 18, 19-yard gain there for the Red Raiders. That was a well-run play, actually. We had good pressure on the quarterback, as you'll see on the replay here. And watch all the blockers for Bellingham. Look at all them blockers. Whoops, sorry. I'm not the best drawer in the world.
It was actually Peyton Beener that got him first. Yeah. Peyton Beener got him by the legs, and Trevor Beener got him by the shirt. That's the only thing that stopped him from going all the way to the end zone, because you're right, he had great blocking. Once again, quick screen to the right-hand side, over the 10, gets down to the 5, and
I thought Trevor Beener was getting held there, but from this angle, it's hard to see at that part of the field for me, but looked like he might have been held, but they were able to get the stop.
Another common name for us to be calling tonight. That was Connor Wallace on the catch and run.
Right.
You'll see Wallace just trying to get around the edge here.
Thought he was getting. Oh no, he didn't get held. It was just a good block actually. So
Wallace paid the price for that bit of yardage. Took a tough shot there at the end. So 2nd down and 3. This will be a handoff to Wallace. Wallace charges forward. He's going to get pushed back.
Jacob South.
Right about at the 2-yard line.
That was a great tackle there, actually, Lou. That looked like he was going to easily get into the end zone, and Jacob South with a huge tackle right there. Nice write-up, by the way. If anyone hasn't got a chance to read it, go on to GoSkagit.com and read the write-up they did on Jacob South this week. Very well done. And for those that don't know, just recently received a call from Wazoo that he's next on their list.
Oh, great.
To come in there as the 5th offensive lineman.
3rd down and 1. Let's see what they can do with it here. This will be a handoff out of the backfield. Dragged down from behind once again by South. Also in on the tackle, Karma Kushner for Anacortes.
So Anacortes defense bearing down here. It's now 4th down, Lou.
So decision time for Bellingham. They're going to go for it. 4th and 1. They could actually get the first down without getting the touchdown.
Right.
So I don't see the field goal unit coming out. They're going to on the field, see if they can punch it in.
See if the Hawks defense can hold one more time. It'd be a long offensive drive, but it'd be worth it at this point.
6 minutes and 20 seconds to go here. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff, rolling left. Knudsen looks for the short pass, and he's got a man in the corner. Sure enough, that's Spencer Lee that makes the catch, and that puts 6 points on the board for Bellingham.
Well, such good pressure by the D-line there, but unfortunately the Hawks were looking run, I think, there. Bellingham had two receivers wide open, as you'll see there. 1, 2. Oh, jeez, this thing kills me. But yeah, 1 and 2.
Yeah, so, kind of a nod there of respect to the defensive line because they realized, I think, that they were going to have to roll outside.
Right.
And while we're talking, the extra point is good. So
Almost blocked by Peyton Beener, but
so that's going to make your score 7-0, and that gives us a chance to do a little business. We're going to take a 30-second break. We'll be right back after this.
The Action Club is a Kiwanis club for adults with disabilities. Every second Saturday of every month, you can head to the Port of Anacortes web lockers at Seafarers Way and Q Avenue. Once there, you can recycle your computers, monitors, laptops, tablets, Kindles, portable DVD players, e-readers, and televisions. The money we collect during the e-cycle is used in several ways to benefit community service projects.
Thank you.
7-0. We are waiting the kickoff from Bellingham. Give Anacortes another chance to see what they can do on offense. Kicker's dropped his hand. There's the whistle. And we are once again underway. Boy, big
field goal?
Boom. That
Almost.
one's going to go right out the back of the end zone for a touchback. So
almost went through the uprights. Holy cow. And that's something we should point out real quickly, Lou, that I should have pointed out sooner is when Tyler Bluen kicked that punt earlier. First of all, he's not a regular punter, and he was kicking into the wind.
That's true.
And
yes.
that was still a pretty good punt with or without wind.
Yeah, well,
but into the wind, it's actually an excellent punt.
And I think that was the reason for that low line drive style. Is just you're going to have to overcome that wind. So.
Right. Oh, another fumble, Lou.
Another fumble. Ball's loose.
Looks like Anacortes was fortunate enough to.
Anacortes did recover. It looks like Jeremy Downs came up with the ball there.
Correct.
So.
But they gained half a yard.
The hard way. That's a tough way to get half a yard right there. And actually, the way they mark it, it's still going to stay 2nd and 10 on the board. But you're right. They clearly moved forward about half a yard.
Right.
So.
Well, in the stats, it's a yard in my book. So.
Caden Cummings jogs in the play, and he'll swing out wide on the left side here along with Jake Johnson. A 4-receiver set, 1 man in the backfield for Anacortes as they snap it and look to go to the air.
Nice
Short pass to the outside.
Here we go.
Oh, taken down quickly. Wow. A great defensive effort by Ethan Johnson on the tackle.
Wow. Noah Johnson, right?
I thought that was Ethan Johnson, number 10. But
oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was 17. My mistake. So, yeah. So. But that was a heck of a tackle.
Yeah, and he saved a big gain. Yeah, he saved a real big gain, and instead kept Anacortes to just a 2.5-yard gain. So now ball resting on the 23. 5 minutes ago here in the first quarter of play, Anacortes trailing by 7.
2nd or 3rd and 7, sorry. Right, or they're saying 3rd and 8 on the board, but it's at the 23-yard
yeah,
line.
It's clearly. Yeah, I would agree with you there, Dave.
Yep.
So Anacortes once again showing 2 wide on the left. And we've got timeout. Timeout going to be called here by the Seahawks. I think they officially finally got the timeout underway. So let's take a timeout ourselves. We'll take another break, get in 30 seconds worth of business. We'll be right back with more football after this.
1 large hot and ready classic, please.
That'll be $5.
I left my wallet in the car.
$4.75. Thank you.
Everyone's got 20 quarters for a large hot and ready classic. Little Caesars, world's easiest way to pizza. Pizza, pizza.
Live from Anacortes High School, Dave Wilder and Lou D'Amelio. Happy to bring you tonight's presentation from the AHS Live crew of this matchup between the Bellingham Red Raiders down for a visit to Anacortes High School. And if history is any guide, we're at the warmer of the 2 fields.
Right.
Bellingham always 10 degrees cooler. It seems,
no doubt.
You know? So we're ready to get things underway now. 3rd and 7 for the Seahawks. 4-receiver set. 1 man in the backfield. Here's the snap to Gilden. Gilden looks to go to the air, and he takes a tough hit, gets the ball off, almost picked off again, but boy, he paid the price there in the backfield. And I got to give him credit because he knew it was coming.
He knew it was coming.
He stood his ground to throw that ball.
And he didn't even get to throw off his back foot like he normally would want to, because he had to get rid of it, or chances are he's probably fumbling it like most quarterbacks when you're getting ready to pass and get hit. It's pretty hard to hang on to the ball since you only got one hand on it.
So that's going to put Tyler Bluen down around his own 10-yard line once again for another punt. Let's see if he's as successful this time, and we'll look again for that kind of low line drive to defeat the wind that you were talking about. The flag still standing straight out. Low snap. Oh, he puts this one up a little higher, but it's still going to get down to about the 47.
Oh, Seahawk bounce. There we go.
Yeah, a good bounce there, and that's going to walk it down to about the 42, 43-yard line of the Red Raiders.
Who was down there first, Lou?
Oh, you're right. Look at that. That was Peyton Beaner out in front of the pack.
I'm telling you, every single time, it's amazing to me. It may be by design. I don't know. It's just amazing to me how he's down there first.
I always think that's just hustle.
Yeah. I think it is. I really do. So Hawks here hopefully will get a stop on D. And they actually had a pretty good stand temporarily on the last possession.
As I said, the play that eventually scored the touchdown was out of respect for the fact that I don't think they felt they could punch through the line there.
Right.
So they needed to run it to the left side. And this
Jet
will be a sweep out to the right-hand side. And it's going to pick up some yardage, take the ball out to about the 50, and include a collision with the bench and knocking over the cooler. And
yeah, looks like they're going to give him they're going to spot it right at the 50 now, or maybe 49-ish. So
Spencer Lee on the carry. Yeah, you're right, Dave. Just over into Anacortes territory there. Second down and maybe 2.5, 3 yards to go.
We saw this Bellingham team, Lou, against Burlington, and in the second half especially, their offense was fantastic. And
here's the snap. Handoff out of the backfield.
Nice.
Well read. Ball's loose on the ground. Anacortes indicating they picked it up. Let's see if we've got the first turnover of the game.
Sorry, I'm just watching Coach Luke Taylor, if they can get that on, if they got that on camera. Defensive coordinator Luke Taylor and running backs coach just went flying down the sideline there, and look at him. He's just pumped for these kids. He loves these kids so much, and just so excited that they made that happen. And normally he's in the booth, Lou, up on the headset up in the booth, and he's chose to be on the field tonight. And look at that energy he's bringing for the kids. That's awesome.
Big turnover for the Seahawks. That's going to make it 1st and 10 going back the other way. Ball at the 49-yard line. Here's the snap. Gilden looking to,
look at this, Lou.
Play, but he's broken loose.
Oh, yes.
And he'll turn it into some positive yards.
You bet. We'll take that. Not maybe how it was drawn up, but good 3-yard gain.
Yeah, I can't imagine that's the way that one was drawn up. But good on him for making that second effort, getting some positive yards there.
So you'll see. Sorry, Lou. I was going to say you'll see there on the replay. Peyton Beaner slipped on the turf, which I'm surprised it's not wet tonight. You saw him just getting up there, but he missed the initial block, is what made that play break down. And but Eamon Gilden, great job avoiding the sack there, because that was easily a 4 or 5 yard loss.
2nd and 8. Trevor Beaner in the backfield, standing behind his quarterback. 2 receivers on the right, 2 receivers on the left. This will be a handoff to Beaner, and he'll carry the ball down to about the 44-yard line before his forward progress is stopped. And he rolls out of the pile and tries to sell everybody on the idea that, no, I didn't hear a whistle. I'm still on my feet.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
So, once again, positive yardage for the Hawks.
Going to be about 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6?
3rd and 6 is what I'd guess.
Yeah. About a 2-yard gain for Trevor there.
2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in the first quarter of play. 7-0 your score, and Anacortes trailing by a touchdown. This will be a pitch play out to Beaner. Beaner now looking for a hole. He's going to reverse the field, see if he can get away with it. And no, he's not going to. He is taken down by Nicholas Osterling, who punches into the backfield and drags him down.
We
Big
talked
loss.
about him pregame, Lou, and he is someone on the Bellingham defense that he just seems to be around the ball every single play. It makes a lot of plays. That was about a 9-yard loss there for, about a about an 11-yard loss there for the Seahawks.
4th down and 17 is going to put Bluen out to punt. He'll be standing at his own 31 or so. And they'll just hope to put Bellingham in poor field position here with a good punt.
And Tyler with 2 good punts so far, and there's another one.
There's another one, yeah. Corkscrewing up through the air. It's going to take a Bellingham bounce this time.
Yep.
And it'll come to rest right at the 30-yard line of the Red Raiders.
Nice punt by Tyler. He's, filling in. I'm watching Eamon Gilden and Tyler Bluen tonight, both having to fill in for guys that have been starters the whole year at quarterback and punting so far, respectively. They've both done a fine job thus far of filling in these roles. It's, I don't know if people understand the pressure it's on someone like Eamon having to take over the starting quarterback position when he's normally the third string quarterback on this squad. So
handoff, rolling left.
Ethan Fields.
He's got plenty of room. Oh, gets a good shot there from Nick Hubel.
We got a flag.
And we got a late flag. It's thrown about middle of the field, so let's see what that's all about.
Well, what happened, Lou, is Nick Hubel took a shot, but we've got a referee down on the field here, Lou. I didn't see that happen, unfortunately. I hope he's okay. Trainer Corey Smith is out there right away. He took a shot at some point, but there's actually 2 flags, Lou, so there might be a holding call, but I think we had a late hit out of bounds also after Hubel got knocked back. I'm more concerned with the officiating.
So the ref was already down by the time the camera gets over that way. But David, does look like you're right. I think we're going to have some sort of a late hit out of bounds.
But the other flag is in the backfield. That's usually a holding.
I think he
flag.
called it as a chop block.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And you can see.
Oh, that's Cheese. That's James Cheeseborough. I love that guy. I've known him for years. Officiates youth football. You might remember, Lou, when Joe used to play. Your youngest son, Joe,
yes.
used to play football. Cheese was always out there. He's got some bad knees and whatnot. He's been around football forever. He's like, man, just get off me. Cheese is a tough dude. So.
Well, let's see if he continues. They always bring a couple of spare refs to a game just in case of something like this. And it looks like he took it.
Okay.
Let's see if we can take a look at what happened to him. Might have a camera angle on that.
Oh, no, we lost
kind
it
of
there.
whipped past here. So he's right here. You can see right in the corner of your
just
screen.
an unfortunate collision.
It looks like he just right there. He takes. Oh, look at
Trevor
it right
Wiener.
there in the knee.
Yeah, slipped.
Ooh.
And yeah.
Ouch. Okay, that's
that's a bummer.
That explains it.
And I know James Cheese, as he's known, he's had many knee surgeries throughout his life. He's been around athletics, playing and officiating for pretty much his whole life, and so it probably didn't feel good to take a shot there. And I didn't see an extra official come on like they usually do, Lou, so it looks like we might be running one official short here for a bit, because he was in the position of umpire there. And so.
But I don't see him on the field right now.
No, he is on the sideline here with the trainer, Corey Smith, trying to get things stretched out.
That's good. All right, so it's 1st and 10. Bellingham with the ball. Minute 27 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. 7-0 your score. Bellingham leading as we get things back underway there after the penalties have been sorted out. And this will be a handoff into the middle of the pile.
Oh, faked me out. I thought Ethan Fields was getting it on the sweep.
Oh, yeah, no, it was a good sweep. It was a good.
I thought Karma Kushner had a nice tackle for a loss there for a moment. Good job by Karma, though, to stay on his guy, because had Fields had the ball and Karma wasn't there, he was going for a lot of yards. So good job by the Seahawks defense. Everyone stayed home where they needed to on their assignment there.
2nd down and 4 now. Gain of 1 on the play. Here is a rolling pass play, and he's chased down to the backfield. Wow, big defensive play. Kirby Rowe just read that completely, came through the line like it was cheese and just ran him down. Wow.
Nice job, Kirby.
Big loss on the play. It's going to be 3rd and very, very long for the Bellingham Red Raiders. Let's take a look at that. Watch this pursuit by Rowe here when he pops through the line. Let's see if we can get a look at that.
Yeah,
may not have it for you.
Nice 12-yard loss, though. 12-yard loss on the sack there.
So Bellingham looking to go to the air, 3rd and very, very long. 3rd and about 15, it looks like. Rolling back, looking
here
for
we go.
some room. He's under pursuit again. Gets the pass off. It's incomplete. Pass was going to be to Nick Osterling. Went through his hands harmlessly, falls to the ground.
And I assume that will bring on the punting team for Bellingham this deep in their own territory.
4th and 16 is what they officially have on the board, and we've only got 6 seconds left in the first quarter. Just looking around the league here, 13-0 already. Burlington over Linden.
Wow.
In the second quarter of play. So Linden 0, Burlington 13 at Burlington right now in that second quarter of that game.
Linden trying to move out of that 4th playoff spot.
Here's the snap.
Oh,
low
nice.
Punt that's going to go down about midfield.
Careful. Oh, no.
And Anacortes will finally fall on it right about the 44-yard line. That's always dangerous when the ball's bouncing around there.
Yeah, that was a heads-up play by Peyton Beener because Sahel Sharab had his back to the ball and did not know that it was coming. And I think it might have hit Sahel, and Peyton kind of batted it backwards towards Tyler Bluen, and they were able to recover it there because otherwise Bellingham could have got right on top of that, as you'll see on the replay here. You see Sahel there, it did hit him right over there, sorry. And then Peyton just kind of went in and knocked it back towards Tyler Bluen, so Tyler could make the recovery.
All right, so that is the end of the first quarter of play. We'll stay with you here through this break, do a little update for you around the league. Looks like Cedar Woolley leading Lakewood, which would be, that's going to be a fantastic game.
Yeah.
Cedar Woolley over Lakewood 7-0 in the first quarter.
Well, that could become a 1-2 seed type deal there. Cedar Woolley gets the tiebreaker if they finish the same record. With a win, they'd have the tiebreaker and could get the 1 seed going into the district playoffs in a few weeks.
So right now in the Northwest Conference, it is Lakewood, then Burlington Edison, then Cedar Woolley, Linden, Anacortes, Bellingham, Seaholm, Blaine. But as you said, Dave, that could switch around.
Well, and actually, now that I think about it, Cedar Woolley beating Lakewood could cause some havoc, actually, because Lakewood beat Burlington. Burlington beat Cedar Woolley.
Yeah,
if they were to all end up with the same record, holy cow.
That's going to be fun to watch.
Glad I don't have to figure that out.
12 minutes on the clock here for the second quarter of play. Handoff to Beener out of the backfield. He gets a good head of steam, takes the ball up just shy of the midfield stripe.
Ran right behind the left side there, behind Kirby Rowe and Jacob South. Nice job by the line there to give Trevor the ball to get that about 4-yard gain.
We do have a flag on the play. And Bellingham is backing up. Looks like
first down, Seahawks.
Looks like that's going to be a 15-yard gain for the Seahawks. So
I didn't see the signal, Lou, but with 15 yards, I assume it was a personal foul of some sort.
And that will move the ball down to the 37-yard line.
Nice break for the Hawks there.
So this is about as far as the Hawks have been in enemy territory.
Tyler Bluen, they had to go back to the huddle. Ref made him go back, but Tyler was already at the wideout position there.
Here's the snap. This will be a handoff to Trevor Beener. He's looking to use his blocker, and he does it very well. He pushes himself all the way down to the 27-yard line. Nice job of Oscar Acosta out in front of him there, helping clear the path.
Nice 9-yard gain. Some really nice blocking by the Seahawks here the last couple plays. Once going left and now going right. Nice job.
That really makes things work. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 1.5 or so.
Oh, it looks like they marked it back a little further than the original spot, so I guess it is 2. Okay.
2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Trevor Beener in the backfield. They hand it to Beener. Beener is tripped up in the backfield but falls forward maybe for a yard.
Oh, that's a terrible spot. They cost him about 3/4 of a yard on that spot. Oh, my goodness.
Aiden Rattel there helping out. You can see in the replay here. They actually get him in the backfield.
Yeah, but look. Oh, geez.
Oh, he takes a tough shot there.
Took a shot, but he gained a true yard. It's unfortunate they didn't actually give it to him.
Well, let's see what they come up with here. Third, they're still saying 3rd and 2. No gain on the play. Once again, handoff. This is Peyton Beener coming out of the backfield. Peyton is able to move the ball forward enough to move the chains.
Nice 4-yard gain on 3rd down there. That you don't need a bunch when you only need 2 for the first down. You'll gladly take 4 every time.
Yeah, And we got to take our hats off to all the folks that are out here enduring the cold tonight, including the band and the cheerleaders. You know, all make things work here. Thank them for their efforts and their dedication. And Peyton Beener through the middle once again. This time he'll pick up another couple of yards. They'll get it down to about the 26, 27-yard line.
So far, the Seahawks, Lou, have ran
23-yard line. 23-yard line. No mistake.
Seahawks have ran 15 plays. 12 of them have been rushing plays so far.
Well, when I think we can both see a possible reason for that. You're on your third-string quarterback. You got some injuries you're dealing with, and so.
Well, and to be honest, Amon probably appreciates that. He only got a few practices in at the quarterback position.
Once again, they go to Peyton. Peyton runs it down to the 15-yard line before he stopped.
What is that, about an 8-yard gain there for Peyton? Nice run.
Julian Minter in on the stop for Bellingham. That will move the chains once again. So inside the red zone for the Hawks for the first time tonight. 7-0 your score. They'd certainly like to try and even that up here with 9 minutes left before we get to halftime in this contest.
If you're listening to us while sitting in the stands, I hate to tell you this, but Lou and I are sitting in a sauna basically right now. If you're at home, you probably have a better about the same feeling we do. Oh, nice job by spinning off that.
Beener fights his way through the line, picks up about 3.
Yeah, that was a nice little spin move and way to continue fighting there for Peyton Beener.
Let's take a look at that. You can see he's gonna fight his way through, and he's tackled right there. Yeah,
nice
and then
job.
he just keeps driving and falls forward.
You bet.
That's a great habit to have if you're a running back. Don't fall backwards, fall forward if you possibly can. 8:24 to go here. Second quarter of play. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. This will be a handoff, and coming out of the backfield once again will be Beener. This time, maybe a yard.
Maybe, yeah. So the Seahawks have made it clear. We are going to run the ball right down your throat.
Second down, second down and 8. It's becoming pretty clear that you could bet running play and be safe,
Well, and at some point, the coaches are probably, to be honest, setting up some sort of play action at some point. It's going to work for them at some point when they're ready to do it, and they'll know when the time is right.
Handoff once again, running play out of the backfield. Peyton Beener moves the ball down to about the 9.5-yard line just on guts and second effort there.
You bet. Another, 4 yards there they gave him?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't a true play action, obviously, because they handed it off to Peyton, but they did do a fake before they handed it to Peyton, which tells me they're working into the play action, as we'll see here if they can show us a replay. And nice job by Peyton, just continuing to go forward.
Got to give credit where it's due here, too, to the offensive line, because they've gone to Peyton now about 6 running plays in a row, and the offensive line is creating creases. And despite the fact that Bellingham knows where the ball is going to get handed, they're still finding ways to create creases for him, and that's all he needs. He just needs a crease to get through, and then on second effort and falling forward, he's picking up 3 or 4 yards of play. So 4th down here.
We're trying to get a timeout here. There we go. Okay, we got it.
And we've got a flag on the play.
I thought Coach Taylor had the timeout before the flag. They gave us the timeout.
So timeout for Anacortes. And
that's their second.
We will stay with you in this timeout. So the ref picks up the flag. He realizes now, I think, that they were trying to call a timeout. He just didn't realize it. He was going to call delay a game, but did not. So 7-0 your score. Bellingham ahead. But it's 4th down and 3. We need to get to about the 5-yard line to get the first down.
Right.
So this is an important play for Anacortes. What do you do here? Do you just go for the first down, or do you anticipate that they're going to be thinking of a short run to try and get the first down? So you go for a pass play into the corner. Do you sweep it? There's a lot of options here.
Well, Lou, I think this is the time to utilize that play action now. Fake the handoff.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not a football coach, never have been, but as a fan of the game for a long time, 3 yards is not as easy as they make it look sometimes to get, and this might be a good time for that play action that we were talking about, since they have. You were correct. They've ran the ball 6 times in a row to Peyton Beener. So
3 receivers on the left-hand side, single receiver on the right-hand side. This will be a pass play across the middle. Oh, in and out of the hands of Tyler Bluen.
Right.
That was a good effort, but it's going to be a turnover on downs for the Seahawks from deep in the red zone. They give it up. So they gave it up. So that's a tough break. It was a good pass. It actually gets to his hands. This was a great idea.
Right. Well, it was pretty good defense.
Oh boy, yeah.
Yeah, that was just tough. That's something that Tyler normally corrals in. And to be honest, with Jake Hendricks being out tonight, that's an automatic field goal there if Jake is in, but we just don't have the option tonight.
Running play for Bellingham, well read by the defense, goes nowhere, stopped, no gain on the play, maybe a loss.
This Seahawks defensive line tonight, Lou,
yeah.
has been outstanding.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Bellingham scored the touchdown, but they made 3 stops down there earlier on that drive, and they've got a couple tackles for loss, a sack.
Well, this last drive down here where Kirby Rowe chases that quarterback almost out to the parking lot. Yeah.
Right?
All right, going to the air. Short pass play. Oh, the timing just a little bit off. They were looking for Osterling, but he couldn't quite rein it in. So that's going to bring up 3rd down now.
You know,
about 10 and a half.
If I'm Osterling, I'm kind of thankful I dropped that because I had Sahel Sharab and Peyton Beener focused in on me and only me if I'm Osterling.
And honestly, had he caught that in the tackle drive, I think it would have been maybe a yard.
Yeah.
Would have picked up. So.
Well, and you take the chance of him getting hit by 2 guys, a fumble possibly happening. It's an easy 6 for Anacortes at that point.
Gutsy call. To the air they go down the right-hand side. That ball's going to be knocked away.
Hubel.
Excellent job by Hubel there on defense. Boy, just gets up and knocks that ball away.
That was a great job. Most kids want to go for the interception there because that's the big-time play. That's just good defense. They're just getting up and knocking the ball down.
That's all about timing. And that's one of the tough things about being a cornerback back there. There are times when you're only going to get 1 shot.
Yep.
And if you don't get it right, if you don't time it right, the guy's going to catch the ball and be gone.
Right.
Six into the house. So 4th down now and 10, and this will be a punt from their own end zone.
About 3 or 4 yards deep in the end zone here, Lou. Let's see how it goes. Oof.
Yeah, he's going to move it out to about the 50.
Tyler's returning it. Well,
Tyler tries to take it back, but good job there.
Oh, that's a late hit. Oh, goodness. No flag there, huh? Coach Vokes really after the officials there, and he's right, Lou. In this day and age, the game has changed since we were young. And that wouldn't have been a late hit when we were young. In this day and age, that is a late hit, and they really should have called that.
Let's take a look here. You'll see him actually make the catch, and then they've got him snagged around the ankle. And
whistle blew, and then the hit came. And
we're not going to get a chance to take a look at that before we get this off here. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Hawks. Short field, or rather starting at about their own 49.
If Cheese was on the
Hand
field,
off
he would have called that.
To Peyton Beener.
Nice
and
job.
Beener's got a big rip through the middle, and he's going to take it down almost to the 30 on his wheels. Good job there.
18-yard gain. Boy, if we can get that on replay, that's how a running back is supposed to run the ball. That was a heck of a run there by Peyton Beener. But once again, Lou, up front, offensive line gave him that initial hole he needed.
He doesn't go anywhere unless they open the door for him.
Right.
They certainly did a good job there. All right, so that brings up 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Let's see what Anacortes can do here. Here's a snap. This will be a quarterback keep.
Nice.
Gilden surges forward, picks up a couple of yards. Nice job.
Yeah, that was a good
one.
one.
And I got flags coming in late. Somebody said or did something after the play had come to a stop.
Let's hope that's against Bellingham for the Seahawks' sake.
There'll be a conference midfield.
See if we can see anything on the replay here that constituted the flag.
Personal foul.
Oh, there it is. That'll be against Anacortes for sure. There was a little extracurricular activity, as we like to say. So
yeah, that's going to back the Seahawks up for 15 yards. That's
unfortunate. Kind of takes away that Peyton Beener run.
Yeah, that one stung. Yeah, Nathan Johnson runs the play in, and it will be 2nd down and 25.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
2nd down and 25 for the Hawks. Ball resting just about the 45-yard line of Bellingham. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off to Beener. Beener will run it out of the middle.
Nice job.
Finds himself another hole.
Man.
And pushes it back down to about the 38-yard line.
About a 6-yard gain on what really looked like wasn't going to be much more than 1 or 2.
Kirby Rowe just doing a great job there, opening up that lane for his back, his running back. And
Oh, and it's interesting, Lou. We've seen this a couple times throughout the year. So Kirby Rowe and Jacob South are always same side, but they'll move them from left to right. And a lot of times, if they're on that side, their chances are they're running it that way. They've chose to pass here, and we got
go to the air. They got Blue and open. He goes up.
Are you
Can he hang
kidding
on to
me?
it? Yes,
Oh,
he did.
no.
Oh no, it bounced on the ground. Oh boy, he almost reined that pass in from Gilden. Would have been a big gain down to inside the 10-yard line. Nice throw by Gilden.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with that throw by Eamon there, because we don't see Eamon throw the ball that much. Obviously, being the third string guy, that was a heck of a throw, and I really thought Tyler had gathered it in. Let's check the replay here.
I'm not sure we'll see it from this angle, but he came pretty darn close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
even though I'm watching the sideline of the Seahawks react, and it was like, yes, oh. So even they saw it was incomplete. So.
that particular pass is tough, too, because you're not just throwing it the length of the field. You've got to drop it in from a high angle in order to get over the top of the defender. So he had taken care of all that. It just couldn't quite make the connection. So 4th down now.
4th and 15. We
They're
got to
gonna go
reverse,
for it. Got to
Lou.
reverse, and let's see. I thought they were going to put that in the air, but let's see if they can get some yards.
Oh,
nice,
yeah.
Nice doubling back. It's not going to be enough for the first, but they do get down to the 30. And Jake Johnson on run there. Nice move to kind of freeze up one of the players from Bellingham who looked like they were going to torpedo him.
Kind of put the defender on his backside there.
So let's see here, and you'll see, here's the reverse. Watch this guy right here.
Is it him or the next guy? It's so hard.
No, it's him. Watch.
There we go. Oh, broken ankle.
Yeah, actually took him right off his feet, and a great hesitation move there. Unfortunately, not enough to get the first down, so it is a turnover on downs. And at the 4-minute and 15 mark, Bellingham takes over going the other way on their own 30-yard line.
We've been a battle of field position here, Lou.
Yeah, in the trenches. 3 receivers on the right-hand side.
Oh.
They are looking to go to the air. They do make the completion right about the 42-yard line.
Spencer Lee.
Yep.
Quarterback Nick Knutson, thankful he was able to get rid of it, because Jacob South had just got past the offensive line there and was bearing down. Nothing like having 6'6", 270, 280 coming right at you. So,
man, oh man.
Especially when you're Nick Knutson and you're, I forget what he is, 6'2", 185.
185, yeah.
So outweighed by 100 pounds. Yeah, no big deal.
So Bellingham still leading 7-0. They've got the ball. They'll roll this to the right. Knutson's going to keep it. He's past the first line of defense, and he gets taken down about the 48-yard line in the secondary.
Nice read by Knutson there, because he had the option, and a lot of guys would just get rid of the ball and pitch it there. But he saw that he was going to get some positive yards. Nice read. Kind of the first play they've really had that's been positive.
You watch him roll out to the right-hand side here. And as you can see, he's evaluating at this point, should I keep the ball or should I toss it? You can see he could have gone here if he wanted to.
Right.
But he opts to keep it. Positive play. Now he's going to the air, and he's got a man open about the 35-yard line. Completion made.
We're starting to open it up a little bit here with that passing game that we saw against Burlington, Lou. They've obviously, for the most part, struggled running the ball against the Seahawks defense tonight, so they've decided, let's see if we can get some passes against them. So the Seahawks will have to adjust a little bit, may not be able to rush quite as heavily, and make sure their coverage is a little tighter.
Burschauer on the catch there, and that's going to make it 1st and 10. Short pass to the left-hand side. This will be to Spencer Lee, and Lee's going to get a couple of positive yards. Well, maybe back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Yeah, good job by the Seahawks D there. They sniffed that one out right away.
And in fact, they do put it basically at the original line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1. So 2nd down and 9 for Bellingham. They've got 3 minutes and 10 seconds to do something with it here before we get to halftime in this contest. Calls for the ball. Knutson rolls right. He's looking to go to the air. He's under pressure.
Get him, Jacob. Get him, Jacob.
And there's the pass.
It's going to be a hold.
Oh, boy, I tell you what. Yeah, flag on the play. Incomplete.
You see that at all levels of football, especially more at the high school level, obviously, because the overall skill level is not what it is NCAA and the NFL, expectedly so. But the longer the quarterback has to hold onto the ball, the more likely you're going to see a holding penalty.
Sure.
So.
Yeah. Doing your best to protect that guy. And
right.
10-yard penalty, move the ball back.
So that'll
See
be
Marcus
a 10-yard
Stoll
penalty from the
running
spot
into
of
the
foul.
game. Stoll into the game as South comes out for arrests.
Marcus Stoll will also be the manager for the basketball team this year once again. He's been doing that with Marco Gaspar the last couple of years. Chips, as they like to call him. I still don't know why. Maybe he likes to eat chips. Maybe he likes Eric Estrada. I really don't know.
I bet that's not it. Second down and 23 after the penalty is assessed for the hold. Knutson goes to the air, makes a connection, gets the ball back to about the original line of scrimmage.
So Bellingham's starting to find a little hole here in this Seahawks defense, kind of between the cornerback and the safety. Getting right over the top of the cornerbacks, and before the safety can get there, as you'll see here, Knutson drops back. And
Nick Hubel in coverage here.
Yeah.
And they just rolled inside him and timed pass play. So that's going to make it 3rd down and 12. Still a lot of yardage to cover here for Bellingham before they can move the chains. They've got 2 minutes and 15 seconds to do so. They're going to use it, go into the air. Oh,
that's it.
Ball is
forward.
Ball is dropped.
Yeah. It was well behind the line of scrimmage, but I got overly excited there, thinking it was a backwards pass for a moment.
Spencer Lee, who normally has really good hands, it hit him in the hands, and that may be a result of just people getting cold. You know,
it could be, Lou.
I've said before, I would much rather be in the cold without the wind,
right,
and a little bit warmer and lots of wind. The wind is really tough to operate in over a long period of time.
It ain't the rain. It's not raining tonight, but normally in this type of weather,
coming.
It's not the rain, it's the wind that gets to you, especially here on the island.
I think fortunately tomorrow we'll have both.
We definitely will.
Here's the snap. Knutson looking to go to
deep.
the air, rolls to the right under pressure. Gets it off, it's going to go too far and drop, no good. And that's going to be a turnover on downs.
That was great defense by the Seahawks there. Took away his initial read and then stayed in tune with their coverage and stayed home and didn't give him options there.
3rd time in a row that they had Knutson on the run with guys in the backfield chasing him. So that's really disruptive. Great job by the defensive line of the Seahawks. And it forces a situation now where they have given up the ball. It's 1st and 10 for the Seahawks going the other way. And we're right at the 2-minute mark of the first half. So this is what you practice. This is a classic 2-minute drill. Let's see if we can punch it in 2 minutes. From somewhat decent field position. This will be a handoff and well read by Bellingham. Going nowhere there. I think that was Peyton Beaner coming out.
It was, and it looks like they're going to spot it for about a 3-yard loss there.
Yep, they're going to have to do something other than the same running game they've been running. They're going to have to change it up somehow.
Well, and
the
only
clock
one
continues
timeout.
to run here at 1 minute and 39 seconds.
Yeah, only one timeout remaining, Lou, so definitely going to have to use the sidelines and some longer plays in order to have the opportunity to get to the end zone.
Gilden calls for the snap, fakes the handoff, goes to the air,
we go.
long down, field he goes to Bluen. Bluen's not going to be able to get underneath that. Ball comes down around the 35-yard line, incomplete.
Nice tight spiral by Eamon there, just a little off target.
I
But
think
a nice tight spiral.
He's shown us tonight that he's certainly got the arm.
No doubt. Well, he does play third base for baseball, and you usually can't have a weak arm playing third base.
And in this particular situation, the wind is helping him. So
right.
That's a good thing. No, that's a consideration on this
bet.
Night. You know, rather throw with it than into it. So.
Yep.
3rd down, 12 for the Seahawks. 1:18 to go. 10 seconds on the game or on the play clock. Now they're going to go down the far side in the other direction. And this was going to be intercepted.
Yep.
Too bad there. Caden Cummings was the intended receiver. The ball is intercepted. He makes the tackle right at the 30-yard line. So there's a second turnover of the game. First one was the fumble that went from Bellingham to Anacortes, and now an interception the other way around. So, all right, well, that's going to give Bellingham 1 minute and 10 seconds from their own 30-yard line. See if they can run their 1 minute and 10-second drill, which, of course, everyone practices all the time.
Well, it's called the 70-second drill, you know. So hopefully the Seahawks D can hold here once again. Bellingham has yet to use a timeout either, so they still have 3 timeouts along with the.
They will go deep down the left-hand side. Ball is catchable, and it is caught. He is loose and gone. No one between him and the house. This is going to be a touchdown for Ethan Burschauer. Wow.
70-yard touchdown.
One play was all it took, and they've been trying to do that all night long, but the defense has been really solid.
Right.
Just this time they managed to finally make the connection. The defender went down. You'll see the defender go down on his feet here. It's a great throw. right, there's the catch, and unfortunately, he just lost his footing, and that opened the door. Burschauer sprinted it the rest of the way into the house, put another 6 points on the board for the Bellingham Red Raiders.
Well, the only plus I can find out of that is the Seahawks get the ball back with an opportunity to score. But
that is glass half full.
Right.
As Magnus Elm gets ready to attempt the extra point. There's the kick. It's a little short, but I think it's going to be good.
Kind of chipped it in there. I haven't seen a signal.
I haven't seen an indication yet, so it'd be kind of nice to get that. From our angle, it looked like it went through, but and they have put it on the board.
Right.
All right, well, that gives us a chance to take a break and do a little business with your new score, 14-0. We'll be right back after this.
Behind every great Anacortes club and team, there's an unspoken hero. People that get us our team gear, organize our team dinners, and support us in everything else we need. From every student athlete in AHS, thank you, Saba, for the football team's two-a-day shirts, the volleyball team's warm-up gear, and everything else in between. Saba, the Seahawk Athletic Booster Association.
Well, that's a tough development there for the Seahawks. 70-yard pass play touchdown for Bellingham makes your score 14-0 with 1 minute to go here in the first half of play. And as you said, Dave, the defensive line has been doing such a good job against the run game and almost kind of forced Bellingham to go over more to a passing game.
Right, and it's worked fairly well for them.
Yeah,
we did stop them last time, but this time it certainly did not.
And they have been able to chip away. They've been moving the ball here and there on a regular basis. So Magnus Elm now waiting. They always have to go get the special ball that's used for kicking. So he had to wait for that ball to be tossed out to him, and he's putting that up on the tee now.
Would that be known as the kicking ball?
That would be the kicking ball.
Oh, okay.
That is. Line
into
drive,
the wind.
Low. And
good Lord.
Peyton Beener tried to grab that as it went by, and it's just a little bit too cold, a little bit too fast moving the ball there. So, touchback. Anacortes will take over on their own 20 with 1 minute to go. So now they had a chance at the 2-minute drill. Now they'll do the 1 minute drill.
Right. 60 seconds, 1 minute.
Do everything you do in the 2-minute drill, just do it twice as fast.
It's so easy.
It's just math.
Duh.
Don't make it challenging.
Yeah, right.
So Gilden jogs onto the field now, gets his offensive unit ready to go. See if they can get something done. Get the goose egg off the board before we get to the halftime break.
Real quickly, Lou, before the play, I just want to say publicly that any promises made off the air by people should be honored.
Wow, that was very deep. Oh, big hole up the middle. Here comes Peyton. He's on the loose. To the 40, to the 50.
Get out of bounds
Let's see if he can get downfield. He's going to go down about the 30-yard line. Does he get out of bounds? Yes, they stopped the clock. Now, they have to stop the clock anyway to reposition the chains. We don't know if he went out of bounds or not. If not, they will restart the clock as soon as they have the ball set. But there's plenty of time here as they move down the field for Anacortes to get itself ready. Big play by Beener there. Running
50 yards, Lou.
Wow.
Wow. You don't see those very often. He's had a couple of them this year.
Watch him come out of the backfield. Watch the hole they create for him at the line. Great move here. Makes Lee miss, and then it's off to the races.
Yeah.
And does he get out of bounds? No, I don't think he does.
Not, no.
So they ran the next play, and it is for a loss of 1 or 2, and that unfortunately is going to keep the clock running. Looks like Anacortes is going to use its last timeout. Yes, they do. We'll stay with you here. So Anacortes has used its last timeout. There's 30 seconds left on the clock before we get to halftime. Anacortes kind of forced to use the timeout there because they went for a running play and got tackled in the backfield, so that clock would keep running. So what do you do here, Dave? You go into the air?
Well, with no timeouts left, Lou, you have to at this point.
So. Second down and 13. So.
They might, something that I thought was going to happen last time when they ran that reverse, it looked like initially that Jake Johnson was going to rear back and throw.
I thought the same thing.
Right,
yeah.
And then he tucked it in and ran, which was the right decision in that particular moment. But maybe they run maybe not the same play, but something of that nature again, and just get the defense off balance and then throw it down.
Yeah.
Worst case, it's an incomplete pass, and
there's
you
plenty
get
of plays
shot.
like that where you pitch out to the running back stops and throws downfield to someone who's broken loose. You got to make it look like a run.
Well,
Sell it.
Peyton Beaner's capable of throwing the ball down the field.
Let's see what they do here. Second and 13. This will be a handoff to Beaner. Beaner is going to get hit. And now Anacortes is in a tough spot because he's hit basically at the line of scrimmage.
Well, and if you spike it, now you're 4th down. And that's the only way to stop the clock is with a spike.
And the clock continues to run past 16 seconds here.
Yeah.
14. Let's see if they're going to get off maybe one more play. And there's the spike. So that's going to burn it down for him. It's going to make it 4th down and 12. And really what you're saying here is we got one more shot.
Right. And well, you got what, 10 seconds left? You could run a little quick out for 10 yards maybe and get out of bounds. But those are more easily completed at the higher levels because the skill level of the players is just so different than high school. But another thing they could do here, Lou, is they could try a shorter pass and hoping to have blockers in front and then get down the field instead of trying to Hail Mary it.
Well, let's see what they're going to do here. He drops back to throw. He's going to let it go down the right-hand side. Bluen's down there. Yeah. Oh, and he was double covered. No pass interference flags. That's going to leave 3 seconds on the clock, but the ball is going to get turned over on downs. Right. So you're going to leave a Hail Mary opportunity here for Bellingham.
Well, Bellingham from here won't be able to get it to the end zone, but they could certainly do what we were just talking about, is run a shorter pass play and hope to break free. Or they may just take a knee.
So. I was going to say they can run the same play they ran last time, which went 70 yards.
So. Right.
Yeah, great throw by Gilden. Once again, you know, he's putting the ball right where it needs to be, but that was just a really well defended spot.
Right.
I think Bellingham correctly read the situation and had him well guarded. And so we just see him taking a knee here, and that will end the first half. So at the end of 2 quarters of play, your score, Anacortes 0, Bellingham Red Raiders 14. We're going to take a break, do a little business. We'll come back and talk about what's going on around the league.
At the Senior College, we believe that learning should never stop. Anacortes Senior College offers lifelong learning opportunities to adults over 50 in a relaxed atmosphere. No test or homework. ASC is ran by volunteers including retired college professors, scientists, artists, business and medical professionals. Fall, winter, and spring courses are held Tuesdays and Thursdays. For more information and registration forms, go to seniorcollege.org.
Welcome to the Rockfish Grill.
The Rockfish Grill specializes in fresh Northwest food, including seafood and pizza prepared in their wood-fired oven. They proudly pour Anacortes ales and lagers, brewed right next door at the Anacortes Brewery. The Rockfish Grill and their companion business, H2O, feature live entertainment every week with local and national acts. The Rockfish Grill, Anacortes Brewery, and H2O, 4th and Commercial in downtown Anacortes.
Did you know that the largest toy store in Skagit County is here in Anacortes? Here at Toy Stories, we have a wide selection of the best toys you can find anywhere.
Wow!
From our large selection of stuffed animals,
cool,
to our massive Lego kit area.
Alright!
Stop in to check out our brand new RC toy selection, including drones, or pick out a baby shower gift.
Awesome!
Try out a toy, have it wrapped, and walk out all in the same visit.
I love it!
There's something for everybody here at Toy Stories on 9th Street, Anacortes.
Behind every great Anacortes club and team, there's an unspoken hero. People that get us our team gear, organize our team dinners, and support us in everything else we need. From every student athlete in AHS, thank you Saba, for the football team's two-a-day shirts, the volleyball team's warm-up gear, and everything else in between. Saba, the Seahawk Athletic Booster Association. Behind every great Anacortes club and team.
Well, we welcome you back in live to our broadcast tonight. Into the booth, Dave Wilder and Lou D'Amelio bringing you tonight's presentation by AHS Live. We want to thank the Anacortes High School Broadcast Club, Jim Thompson and the crew once again doing a great job bringing us all the replays and the facts and figures. And you know, I was thinking as I was watching our broadcast tonight how much it's changed for football. There's so much
Right.
information on the screen right now. When you're watching a football game, it's just fun. I swear, it's just like watching TV at home, watching a
Right.
professional game at home. There's so much information. So kudos to you guys. Great job.
It'd be cool if they could get like a side-by-side of what they have now versus
Oh,
like
my
6
goodness,
years
yeah.
ago. That'd be kind of cool, right?
So let's start off by taking a quick look around the league. There's a couple of games we want to keep you up to date on. At the half, Burlington ahead of Linden 20-0.
Wow.
So that's going to be an interesting outcome there if it stays going in that direction.
Right.
And then over in Cedar Woolley ahead of Lakewood 26-0. And Lakewood is undefeated, and to come into Cedar Woolley and basically be down by 26 at the half, pretty darn impressive. So
Well, and Burlington beat Cedar Woolley, but Burlington lost to Lakewood.
Oh,
It's just been,
man.
it's like every year. It's a weird
yeah,
year.
there's some
and
parity there amongst those three. or
no
four
doubt.
teams. Yeah.
But I will be honest. I mean, Lakewood looked good against us, but I've had the opportunity to see Linden, and I've had the opportunity to see Burlington. I have not seen Cedar Woolley yet. Linden is the best team I've seen so far, and I know their record does not show it.
Wow.
But on the field, and it's not just because they dropped 56 against Anacortes last week. I was watching like their line play, like breaking it down. That is a good football team, and Linden somehow always comes through come playoff time with football. I know they're getting their butts kicked tonight, but I'm telling you, unless Burlington's improved since we saw them, Linden was a better team as of last week.
Well, that's a big
anyways.
part of it. Being able to, a big part of the coaching of it is being able to
Yeah.
peak in the later part of the season when it can be critical. You got to climb your way into the playoffs, and then everything starts over.
Right,
So.
exactly.
So tonight for this game, we've seen some struggles on the part of both teams. The running game for Bellingham not working the way they clearly scripted and hoped it would.
No.
They've gone to the air and they've been successful. So
Yeah.
that's an adjustment they made in the first half, and it's going to cause an adjustment to have to be made in the second half by the Hawks.
Right.
For the Hawks, they punched the ball all the way down into the red zone and came away with nothing, which is tough. And as you pointed out, their best kicker is not available tonight, so maybe
Right.
you don't go for the field goal on that fourth down situation. Instead, you go for it.
Right.
4th and 3. But it's frustrating for them to have to turn that ball over on downs.
Well, and it's tough to get 3 yards anywhere on the field, but in the red zone, when everything is crammed in even more,
Right.
it gets even tougher. So good effort, just couldn't get there. But, seeing some good things tonight. I mean, you got to keep in mind when you're missing, just talking two people, Tristan Lowry and Jake Hendricks, you're missing your top two quarterbacks, your number 2 wide receiver in Jake, right? And then on defense, you're missing your starting safety and a starting defensive back, and they're both seniors to top it off.
And when you talk about that too, I think one of the things that's often forgotten is the challenge that presents for the coaching staff. Because as you said, you're missing your top 2 quarterbacks. In order to move a quarterback in, you take somebody away from a position they've been playing and practicing all year long, and you're jockeying people into positions they're not used to playing in. Especially when you start talking about up on the line, when you move a guard or a tackle from the left side to the right side, or to go to a new center. It's not that it's not plug and play.
Right.
And so it can really affect play. So, kudos to these guys for as well as they've played in the first half here.
Right.
And this game is very much up for grabs. Being down by 14 points in a high school game is nothing. That can turn around in a couple of minutes. So
well, and we saw, Lou, 2 of the first 3 running plays that the Seahawks ran, there were 2 fumbles. Peyton Beaner's had 1 fumble all season.
Right. Yeah.
There were 2, and it wasn't because Peyton Beaner normally fumbles. It was because quarterback Eamon didn't even know he was starting till yesterday.
Yeah.
So they just haven't had the opportunity to get the reps. They've obviously quickly adjusted because since then there's been no issues with the handoffs, and Peyton has ran the ball extremely well, thanks not only to himself but the offensive line doing a great job.
And these are not excuses.
Right.
That's football. In football, that happens. You just have to find a way to adapt and overcome. But those are challenges that this team is seeing tonight. And I think the reason I bring it up is because I think it's amazing how well they've adapted.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be very easy to throw your hands in the air and say, "Well, I can't do that."
Well, the way this game
there's
started,
none of that here. Yeah.
It didn't look like it'd even be this competitive. When you start fumbling the ball 2 of your first 3 plays, that gets people on edge a little bit. Like, what's going to go on here tonight? They clearly made the adjustment. So.
Well, let's do this. Let's do a little business, and we're going to get an opportunity to watch some of the things that are going on the field with the high school band. I think you're getting to see some replays here from the AHS Live crew.
Senior night for the band, actually.
So we're gonna break away from the halftime show, and we're either gonna do a little business or we're gonna go back to the field live. We'll leave that to the booth to figure out. But we thank you so much for joining us for our halftime show. And with that, we're gonna step away and let them take over.
Kennelly Keys Music in Anacortes is your one-stop shop for all your musical needs. As a full-service music retailer, Kennelly Keys offers everything from sales and rentals to music lessons and repairs. Whatever you need, Kennelly Keys Music has you covered. Visit our website at kennellykeysmusic.com, follow us on Facebook, or stop by the store and speak with our knowledgeable staff. And make sure to check out our new music hall. Kennelly Keys Music, located at 1904 Commercial Avenue in Anacortes.
The Action Club is a Kiwanis club for adults with disabilities. Every second Saturday of every month, you can head to the Port of Anacortes web lockers at Seafarers Way and Q Avenue. Once there, you can recycle your computers, monitors, laptops, tablets, Kindles, portable DVD players, e-readers, and televisions. The money we collect during the e-cycle is used in several ways to benefit community service projects.
Thank you, Anacortes.
Mason's parents are Pilar and Lenny Berkland. Congratulations, Mason. Next senior we'd like to recognize is Riley Clemo. Riley is an 8th-year saxophonist. Riley's parents, Carrie Walker and Jeff Clemo. Congratulations, Riley. The next senior we'd like to recognize is Jared Fike. Jared is an 8th-year saxophonist. Jared's parents, Lizanne and Charles Fike. Congratulations, Jared. The next senior we'd like to recognize is Nathan Mathis. Nathan is an 8th-year snare drummer. Nathan's parents are Kent and Christine Mathis. Congratulations, Nathan. The next senior we'd like to recognize is Alyssa Milkey. Alyssa is an 8-year clarinetist. Alyssa's parents, Christine and friend Brian Murray. The next senior we'd like to recognize is Anna Morrow. Anna is a 2-year bass drummer. Anna's mother is Gina Thomas. Congratulations, Anna. The next senior we'd like to recognize is Madeline Murray. Madeline is a 8-year clarinetist. Parents are Christine and Brian Murray. Congratulations to you, Madeline. The next senior we'd like to recognize is Naomi Nolan. Naomi is a 5th-year snare drummer. Naomi's parents are Christina and Brandon Sherman. Congratulations, Naomi. The next senior we'd like to recognize is Brandon Pratt. Brandon is a 7th-year trombonist and snare drummer. Brandon's parents are Shelby and Jeffrey Pratt. Congratulations, Brandon. The next senior we'd like to recognize is Jacob Reich. Jacob is an 8th-year bass drummer. Jacob's mother, Jessica, and brother, Lucas Reich. Congratulations, Jacob. The next senior we'd like to recognize is Lexi Rudolph. Lexi is a 9th-year flute player and drum major. Lexi's parents are Heather and Ron Rudolph. Congratulations, Lexi. The next senior we'd like to recognize is Anya Sharbak. Anya is a 6th-year trumpet player. Parents are Celia and Eric Sharbak. Congratulations, Anya. The next senior we'd like to recognize is Christopher Warmuth. Christopher is an 8th-year clarinetist and drum major. Christopher's mom is Annette McCartney. Congratulations, Christopher. The next senior we'd like to recognize is Lane Woodward. Lane is an 8th-year snare drummer. Lane's aunt is Molly Stroshine. Congratulations, Lane. Once again, congratulations to all you seniors and good luck in all your future endeavors.
Put 3 minutes on the clock and start the warm-up, please.
Welcome back into Anacortes High School. We're happy to be bringing you tonight's presentation, and you just got a chance to see the run back from Anacortes High School, and coming back onto the field. We're a little delayed tonight because they did, as you saw, they did the seniors from the band who were graduating, and so we still have a couple of minutes to wait here, give both teams ample opportunity to get warmed up, and that's especially important tonight because it is a bit chilly. Wind is still blowing. If you are down in this neck of the woods, check the weather. We're expecting a good storm tonight. Gale warnings up after midnight, and it's going to be a good blustery day tomorrow. Good day to put your feet up and watch some college football, maybe.
Yeah.
And Dave, I've said before, it's my favorite time of the year. Whatever you like to watch,
right,
it's on tomorrow.
Right. There is no doubt about that.
Basketball or college football or soccer or
golf.
Golf. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, baseball. Yeah, some fantastic baseball starting tomorrow. So yeah, it's a great time of year for sports fans. So, and you know who's got time to watch stuff is Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, he's going to be suspended. You know, it was good of him to go out and protect the opposing team's player.
Hey, speaking of that, we will do our best to update you on the status of our injured referee, who I do not see out there. We did, Dave, you were right. I saw him on the trainer's table. He was icing up his knee, and hopefully he's going to be fine. It didn't look to be too severe an injury, but he did take a pretty good shot there, and we wish him the very, very best, and hope that he can recover just fine.
We love you, Cheese. He's awesome. Good dude. So,
hey,
Lou, I don't know if we...
You know, we love you, Cheese. I think that is the Wisconsin state slogan.
Right? That's true. Yeah, I've heard Russell Wilson share that in press conferences after playing at Wisconsin. Lou, I don't know if the video guys have a chance, but if they could pan to the north end of the field to allow those that are at home viewing the field house that has been built.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Nice new addition.
Meeting room for the teams to go instead of having to walk clear up the hill, as we've talked about before, to the school. They were able to, It's not 100% complete, but it is usable, and they were able to use it tonight to save the teams quite a bit of energy from having to go up the hill there.
Things coming together here at Anacortes High School, one little bit at a time.
We're
Huge
so fortunate.
project underway here, and it's going to be fantastic when it's all done.
Almost makes me want to go back to school.
makes you finally want to go back and get that done, doesn't it?
Right, right. Finally, 30 years
just
later.
A couple of seconds away from getting the second half underway. 14-0 your score. Bellingham leading Anacortes. But we've got another 24 minutes of playing time to see if we can turn that around for the Seahawks. Seahawks will be kicking to begin the second half.
And let's see who will do the kickoff.
Looks like Hendricks is out there for the kickoff. Matthew
Hendricks, there we go. So they're going to utilize Matthew for the kickoffs.
Seahawks is number 33, Matthew Hendricks.
There you go. So I'm sure he'd rather be here under different circumstances than replacing his older brother. Maybe not.
Here's the kick. And he gets off kind of a squibber, goes down to about the 30-yard line.
He's down. They got to blow that dead. There we go.
Bellingham player slipped when he was picking the ball up. And since in high school, if you go down, you're down. So.
Right.
So that's where they'll take over, right about the 25-yard line is exactly where that ball is going to be placed.
Lou, I'm not going to be able to go through all 14 of these tonight, but every year we kind of pick out little pieces from the senior night program here.
Yeah.
I want to read the advice to underclassmen that Tristan Lowry gave. I'll do that after the play here.
1st and 10. 12 minutes on the clock for the third quarter. This will be a handoff running play over on the left-hand side. Peyton Beener took a tough shot there as he was trying to get the ball carrier. Gain of about 6 or 7 on the play.
So that advice from Tristan Lowry to the underclassmen is be the best version of you every day. You can do anything you want if you have the right mindset. And I, as a 47-year-old man myself, you become a little jaded in life, but I sure didn't think that way when I was 17, 18 years old. So good on Tristan.
Really is true. The world is your oyster.
Right, exactly. So good for Tristan and being able to think that way at such a young age.
Knudsen calls for the snap. This will be a handoff running up the right-hand side.
Should be a hold, that flag.
And
Connor Wallace with the carry.
Wallace with the carry. He'll go down after he gets enough yardage to get the first down. This will move the flags move the sticks for Bellingham. You'll see him take the handoff and move to the right here on the replay if we can get it to come up. Wallace usually a bit more of a force than we've seen tonight. He's been a little bit stifled. He's had a couple of good plays, and that was an excellent run.
Yeah, when we saw him against Burlington, he had a heck of a game. He ran for quite a few yards.
We were calling his name every third or fourth play because he was so successful.
No doubt. Seahawks get matched up in the spots that they want to be at here defensively.
Here's the snap, looking to go to the air. Oh, he's going to keep it.
Good pressure. Here we go.
Looking for somebody to dump this.
Stay with them, DBs.
Knudsen really working hard to get away from that. And he finally just throws that away once he gets outside the tackles.
That was a great job by the defensive backfield. They're good pressure by the D line, but Knudsen able to avoid everybody, and good job on him. But the DBs forced that incompletion at the end of the day because they didn't quit on the routes with the receivers there. And it'd be nice if I could keep my pen in my hand tonight. But
3rd and 15, that makes it. Bellingham deep in its own territory. Going to have to come up with, and that, this is it. Maybe as we tighten up the coverage on the passing game, we've already got the running game under control. Maybe we can choke Bellingham down a little bit here and allow our offense an opportunity to try to close the gap here. 3 receivers on the left-hand side. They're going to pass over to the right, though. It's going to be caught. This will be Lee on the reception. He gets it back to the 25, the original line of scrimmage.
Sahel Sharab with a heck of an open field tackle there because Lee was wide open. And if he gets turned up field, Lee is fast.
Oh, yes,
and it's a big gain. Sahel Sharab made a heck of a play there to make that stop there in the open field. And another one of those things, some of these guys make it look easy, but it's not easy to tackle in the open field.
Spencer Lee, 5'10", 160, a junior. He has got real wheels, and as you said, Dave, if he turns up field, you got problems. So this will be a punt. Bellingham getting rid of it. Wow, big, booming punt. It's going to go down right about to inside the 30, and it'll take a Bellingham bounce and keep on going. That's going to roll down to the 15-yard line before it's down by Bellingham.
Well, he's a good kicker, and then having the wind with him to top it off, boy, he got a hold of that one.
that really puts Bellingham or Anacortes in a tough position. So starting from their own 15-yard line, 1st and 10 going the other direction. 14-0 your score.
Well, and so Lou, here in the second half, Seahawks have had pretty good success running the ball tonight. I mean, Peyton Beener already has 91 yards rushing on 14 carries. But it does eat up clock also.
Yes.
They're only down 2 touchdowns, but that's something they're going to have to keep in mind as they continue to attack the Bellingham defense here. So, but the running game has definitely been where it's at tonight for the Hawks.
So Peyton Beener in the backfield, 4 receivers. This is a pitch to Beener. Going to go through the crease on the right-hand side. Got a nice big hole, and he's got some daylight. He's going to go down about the 35-yard line. Spencer Lee on the tackle for Bellingham.
So a nice 20-yard gain for Peyton. That puts him over 100 yards tonight.
That is the 3rd time tonight that he's been able to break things loose like that. Once he gets through past the line of scrimmage and he's got some daylight, man, he can really go.
Yeah, he's had 3 carries tonight, Lou. 1 for 18, that one there for 20, and another one for 50. Three double-digit carries tonight for yardage.
So let's see what they do here. Here's the snap. Gilden's going to keep this one. He'll rush forward for about 2.5, 3 yards.
Yep. We'll take that. Positive yardage is always good yardage, I say. So.
You see Gilden slithered across the pile of players and finally came to rest at the 40. And when he got up, he pointed out, no, this is where the ball should be, right here where I am now.
Right.
Unfortunately, the Zebra crew disagreed, backed it up a couple of yards. So good gain on the play, though. He picks up about 3, moves the ball to the 38-yard line. 9 minutes and 13 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter play. Trailing by 14, and a push with the ball. And Beener once again punches it through, and he's got an opening.
He's
down
gone.
the sideline he goes. He's down to the 30 before Spencer Lee tracks him down.
Heck of a run. That was from the 38-yard line, and they're going to spot it at the 26, 25. So that's a 37-yard gain for Peyton there.
Let's see if we've got that on replay. Yes, we do.
37-yard run and a 1st down, Seahawks.
We apologize. We've gone kind of, our mics have gone dead here. If you guys can hear us or not, we'll keep broadcasting, but we are not hearing ourselves here. So 4 receivers set. Peyton Beener in the backfield. Pitch play to the right-hand side. He goes over for daylight. Trevor Beener, my mistake. Thank you. Yeah. And he's going to get stopped right about at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be
Trevor Beener with the carry.
Gain there, Lou.
Rob Van Warren with the tackle.
So make it second and 10.
One-yard gain. He's 2nd down and 9.
What he chooses to do here.
Trevor Beener in the backfield once again.
20 seconds to go. Oh, we got a flag. Oh, check that one. My mistake on that one.
It looked like a flag.
Short
though,
pass play, yeah.
Mistake.
From our perspective, looking across the field, there's someone who's throwing a football up and down, and it just looked like a flag going up in the air. I thought, wow, we got a flag before those. But that instead, that was a
Johnson in on the tackle.
Right.
I believe that was at Acosta that caught that.
Gain of 4 yards on the play. 3rd down.
To be honest with you, Lou, I was having such a hard time seeing over there. There were so many players I did not
I
even
believe
get
that
to
was
see.
a completed play to Acosta.
Okay.
Short gain on the play. Pick up about a couple. 3rd down and 5 now for the Hawks. Running play.
Hand off Trevor Beener.
Trevor Beener gets a big chunk of yardage. He's going to go down probably about the 6 or 7 yard line. That's going to be enough for a 1st down for the Seahawks.
It's going to be about see where they actually spot it here. It's going to be a 13, 14-yard gain.
Wow.
Bellingham's like, okay, does it matter which Beener is in? We're just
First
going to run
down,
all over us here.
Seahawks.
So the ball resting on the 10-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and goal to go for the Hawks.
Hawks putting together a nice drive here, Lou.
Yes, indeed they are. Once again, another run out of the backfield. This one, Peyton Beener gets stuffed and pushed back.
Maybe a yard.
I don't even think they're going to give him that. I think he's right at the original line of scrimmage before he lost forward motion.
Right.
Keaton Cummings jogs onto the field. He'll bring in the play for the offensive unit.
No gain on the play, 2nd and goal.
Give it the break. Here we go. Second down. Handoff. Slashing run.
Peyton
Beaner. Ball pops loose, and it's going to be recovered by Anacortes, I believe. Oh, man. Yes, indeed. That was Jake Johnson who fell on it for Anacortes.
Right.
Woof. That would have been a tough way for this drive to end at the 5-yard line.
You bet. Well, Lou, them, you know, second and third effort, we always applaud it and praise it, but sometimes it can make you vulnerable as a runner also, as you're getting your body kind of stretched out there and guys coming in and start hitting you and hitting at the ball, swiping at the ball and everything.
So it's third down.
Nice block.
Gets a good block, falls forward.
That's a touchdown.
That is a touchdown for Eamon Gilden.
Kirby Rowe and Peyton Beaner with the blocks there. That was outstanding. If we can get that on the replay, they gave him a gaping hole. You could have drove a semi-truck through that thing. Holy cow.
Well, that puts 6 points on the board for Anacortes, and they certainly earned it. That was a great drive.
85-yard drive, Lou.
Yes, 85-yard drive and a grinding drive.
Yeah.
Took some time off the clock, but it ended up just the way you wanted it to.
Probably get the replay here after Matthew Hendricks with the extra point attempt. Tyler Bloom with the hold.
Let's see what Hendricks can do here. Oh, it comes out kind of funky.
Yeah, it did.
And it looks like
Point after is good. It's now.
It is good,
it
though.
is good. It climbed up over the rail. So with that, your new score, 14-7. Anacortes trailing Bellingham. We'll be right back after this break.
Here's the replay of the touchdown before the break here.
Go a few blocks into Old Town Anacortes and you'll find Dad's Diner. With breakfast and lunch served all day, you'll definitely find the perfect meal. All of their food is prepared fresh each day, from the delicious house salad with salmon to the savory BLT. Dad's Diner, open Tuesday through Sunday, is located on Commercial between 9th and 10th Street. Come on down and grab a bite.
So after the Anacortes touchdown, they'll get a chance to kick off there. Hopefully they can get the ball back and even things up. 14-7, your new score. Hawks are trailing by 1 touchdown.
See if Maddie squibs it here again.
And this will be a low squib.
Yeah.
It's going to go down to the 25-yard line. Going to get recovered there, across the 30,
oh
35. And they'll drag him down around the 40-yard line. It's going to be good field position for Bellingham.
Nice job by the Bellingham returner there. Most of those guys don't
Osterling.
handle it quite as well. Well, and he plays tight end also, so there's the hands coming into play there.
Nick Osterling there did a great job moving that ball 15 yards on the return.
Yeah, normally those wreak a little havoc for the receiving team, but not the case there at all.
Jared Wright into the game over on the left side of the line. Line shifts. Here's the snap. They're looking to go to the air.
Oh, almost
on
had
the
him.
run again. Short pass that's caught. I believe that is Osterling. Great tight end play. Makes the catch, takes a tough hit, hangs onto the ball at the 50.
Yeah, Peyton Beaner laid some wood on him there, but nice job by Knutson to avoid the sack and keep that play alive. And then a good job by Osterling to find an open spot, as you'll see on the replay there.
Watch the hit on Osterling here. Now you see it once again. They've got the quarterback under pressure. He's got to make a quick pass right there. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much for coming by.
Yeah, thanks for coming into my area.
1st and 10, ball on the 50. 2 receivers left, 1 man in motion. This is going to be a handoff. Up the middle they go. A shirt tail grab slows him down. That allows Anacortes to take him down to the 40-yard line.
Right. Tackled by Ryan Frost. Bellingham did a really good job there and was able to get our defensive end sealed off and opened up a pretty big hole there for the running back.
Credit to Karma Kushner there for from the ground reaching up and dragging, at least grabbing a handful of shirt and slowing him down.
Yeah.
And that allowed us to stop him at the 40. So 2nd down and 1. Short yardage play here for the Red Raiders. They're showing 4 receivers set, 1 man in the backfield. Here's the shotgun snap. Knutson drops back. He looks to go to the air, and he's going to go down the right-hand side. Oh, my goodness.
That could technically be offensive pass interference. It's not a terrible non-call, but technically they could have called offensive pass interference. I prefer the non-call. But
so that's going to be That's going to be third down and 1 coming up now as Bellingham went for the long ball. And just to be clear, I do not see our injured ref out on the crew right now. I think he's called it a night.
I think, yeah. Probably went and got the knee looked at. He's, like I said, he's had previous operations on it before.
3rd and 1. There's the pitch play. He goes to the option. And that's going to be Wallace up the left-hand sideline, and he takes a tough shot by Beener going out of bounds.
Oh, how do they call that?
We are going to get a flag for a late hit out of bounds.
That I'd like to see that on the replay because it looked like he was still in bounds when the hit was made. I know it was a vicious hit, but yeah.
I got to be honest. I think he might have been out of bounds.
Think he got out already, huh?
Yeah, but it's that's the opposite side of the field of play from where we're sitting.
Right.
So let's see if we can tell. There's the hit. Oh,
he looked in
really,
bounds.
Really hard to say where his feet were there. But, boy, solid hit by Beener, playing free safety back there. He's doing his job.
Yep.
But this will be, we got a hold against Bellingham and a personal foul against Anacortes.
So it'll offset, Lou.
Well, yeah, there's a 5-yard differential there, but you're right. They're probably just going to, there's the 5-yard walk-off.
That is odd. They went.
They backed up 10.
They backed
and now
it
they're going to walk
okay.
forward 15. And so there will be a 5-yard differential here. That's the right way to do it.
At higher levels, they just offset and the ball doesn't move and you just repeat the down. But at the high school level, they did it right here.
So that's going to move the ball forward to the 35 for Bellingham on the penalties in both directions.
And get them a first down,
and
obviously.
That will move the chains, yeah.
Right.
So 1st and 10, 4 minutes and 46 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter of play. Dave Wilder and Lou D'Amelio and the AHS Live crew bringing you this game tonight from the Anacortes High School. Our last live football broadcast of the year, by the way.
Correct.
Here's the handoff.
Nice job.
Anacortes reads that very, very well. A sea of purple jerseys. That running play to stop.
Yeah, Trevor Beener may have got the tackle there, but it was the defensive line that made that play there. Boy, they were in the backfield from the get-go.
Wallace on the carry there, but no go. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
So hopefully the Hawks can hold them here, get that ball back, and get an opportunity to tie up the game. 4-12 and counting here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, you got a football game here. We said this was going to be a good contest, and sure enough, we got plenty of time here for the Hawks to tie it up.
Right.
Knutsen's going to keep this one. And he takes a shot as he goes down at about the 27-yard line.
About 2 yards shy of the first down, it looks like.
Yeah, he took a pretty good shot there.
That'll make it 4th and 2. I'm sure they'll be going for it from here. You can't really punt from here, and I doubt they're going to kick a 45-yard field goal.
Let's see the tackle here and who it was that actually got them. Was that Frost that actually makes it?
I think it was Frost and Trevor Beener.
Frost. Look at that.
Yeah, definitely Frost.
Wrapped him up and dropped him. Like a sack of potatoes on the ground there. So.
That's right.
3rd down and 2 for the Red Raiders. Long snap count. Here it is. He's going to go to the air. Short pass across the middle, successful.
Right, nice tackle by Tyler Bluen there.
But makes the stop on Lee.
Unfortunately, they already had the first down by that point, but heck of a tackle coming up from the safety position, which he normally does not play. He's normally a cornerback, but because of the injuries, he's had to have been moved to safety.
Great slanting pass play there. You put the defender on your back and catch the ball in front of you and then see what you can get. You are usually going to take a hit pretty quickly there, so credit to Lee for concentrating on the ball and hanging on to it. 1st and 10 now.
Blitz.
Here comes the blitz. Pass out to the left-hand side. Well read by Bellingham. Flag on the play.
It'll be a hold. Or illegal man downfield, one of the two.
Bellingham may be celebrating a
penalty.
A touchdown, but we're thinking they might be celebrating a penalty.
Right.
Let's see which way it's going to. Even the Bellingham players seem to have acknowledged that, I don't think so. Yeah. Hold against Bellingham, so instead of 6 on the board, they'll back up 10 on the field.
10 from the spot of the foul, so that'll kick him back to the 30-yard line. Nice.
Hey.
See if we can see the hold on the replay here.
I think it's going to be right here. This is basically he tackled him.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Yep.
So, yeah, that was Ryan Frost got tackled there by number 54.
It's probably like, what the heck? I had free run here, and all of a sudden I'm on the ground.
Ron Van Worden. Yeah, you can't just take your man to the ground there. Here's the snap. quick pass out to the left-hand side on the screen.
Nice job by Nick Hubel there to prevent that from becoming a bigger play, forced him to the sideline, and then forced him out of bounds. Nice job.
Ethan Fields on the catch for Bellingham. That's going to make it second down and about 12, something like that.
About 12, 13, right in that range.
Hey, Dave, I'm looking around here, and Burlington still ahead of Linden 26-0. Cedar now ahead of Lakewood 27-0. Cedar over Lakewood 27-0 at the half.
Wow.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Here's a good pass play that's going to bring the ball down to about the 1-yard line. Wow,
Right.
well executed pass play by Bellingham, successful.
Karma Kushner got in the backfield, but we'll give Knutson credit. He does not crumble under pressure. Watch this.
Osterling on the catch here. Got that. Yeah, he was wide open. He, boy, comes through the washing machine there.
Right. So it looks like they spotted the 2. I thought they put it at the 1, but they've moved it back to the 2.
Osterling listed as a senior, 6'3", 190. That's a heavy 190. He's
right.
Oh, great effort by Beener to try and keep him out of the end zone, but he's ultimately successful. That's going to be a touchdown for the Red Raiders.
Well, that's not what the Seahawks were hoping for, but the good thing is it's still only a 14-point game. This is still a game. We still got 14 minutes and 20 seconds left overall.
Plenty of football left to play.
Plenty of football.
So Elms out now to attempt the extra point. There's your new score 20-7, but this will make it 21 if he is successful.
The good thing is too, Lou, being fourth quarter, the Hawks will be with the wind if they do need to start passing more, being behind.
Kick is up, and it is no
good.
So your new score 20-0, and with 20-7.
Yep.
And with that, we're going to take a break, do a little business. We'll be right back.
Each year, thousands of fantastic pictures are taken by yearbook photographers of AHS sporting events, assemblies, performing arts, and more. The best of these photos are now available to you online. Just point your browser to ahs.smugmug.com. You can download digital images or order prints right from your computer or phone with the SmugMug app. How cool is that? Support the rhododendron and your students by using ahs.com.
All right, so we've got a new score here at the Anacortes High School, 20-7. Bellingham leading, unable to get the extra point through, so that's your 13-point differential, and we'll see if Anacortes can take advantage of that. Dave, as I was saying, looking around here, it looks like Meridian 13, Nooksack 14. So a close game there in the third quarter.
That would be Meridian's first loss if they were to lose to Nooksack tonight. They already beat Nooksack once, and 1A teams have to play each other twice. And it's between Nooksack and Meridian and Mount Baker. It's been a tight race.
Elms puts out a mighty big kick. It's going to go right through the hands of Beener, bounce out the end of the end zone. So Anacortes will take over at their own 20 on the touchback.
Right.
Mount Baker currently ahead of Linden Christian.
Right.
60-0 at the half.
Oh, that's closer than most people probably would have expected at this point.
Yeah.
Not that Linden Christian's terrible, because they're actually good this year also, but Mount Baker has pretty much run over everyone except for Meridian, and they kind of got whooped by Meridian. So
I have to take a look there and see if what's going on with Lakewood. That is not like them to be be down by 27 at the half.
They could be in the same boat as us. They might have some key players out, you know.
All right, Anacortes 1st and 10. Carrying out of the backfield, pushing the surge forward.
Nice job.
Picks up a couple of yards on second effort. I believe that was Trevor.
Peyton Beener. Yeah, turned -1 or 0-yard play into a 2-yard gain, so that worked, or a 3-yard gain actually.
He was following the blocks of the block of Big Jacob South.
Yep.
Cleared the path for him. Caden Cummings brings the play in, gives it to Gilden. Gilden brings the offense up to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 7. A minute 44 left here in the third period of play. Johnson in motion. That puts 3 receivers on the right-hand side. And this is going to be Gilden keeping it on the broken play. He's going to get positive yardage out of it. Yeah, we've got some, maybe a 4 or 5 yard gain on the play.
Yeah, about they're at 27. Yeah, about a 4-yard gain for the Hawks there.
Third down. And about 4.
Ethan Johnson checks in for Caden Cummings. They've been going back and forth tonight, bringing in the plays from the sideline here.
Let's just see what Gilden can put together here in this third down, critical third down situation. Sure be nice to have another drive like that last one where we go 85 yards slowly. This will be a pitch play.
Nice job by
Beaner out of the
Peyton.
backfield, and that's going to be enough for a first down.
Good job by the line, but some good cutting by Peyton. They're probably going to call a personal foul here. Usually it's on the defense when the flag comes in that late, but it was hard to see from this angle. It could have been an offensive guy coming in trying to move the pile after the whistle too, so we'll see what they call.
Personal foul, defense.
And that will be against Bellingham.
Nice. Well, it was already a first down for the Hawks, but that'll just put them that much further ahead, as we'll see on the replay, see if we see the...
So there's the tackle. Play is essentially over. No, I didn't see anything.
I didn't really see it, but we can't hear the whistle either on the replay. That gentleman coming in there could have been after the whistle possibly.
So that's going to be a big move down the field for Anacortes. Be a first down. Their ball's going to be resting at the their own 45-yard line with 30 seconds left in the third quarter.
Nice.
And here comes Beaner once again out of the backfield. He's chugging downfield, dragging players with him. He's going to go down to about the 30-yard line. Big gain on the play.
First down, Seahawks.
Nice hole by the line, and Peyton taking advantage of it. That ended up being quite the run there for Peyton.
There's the hole. Breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle, dragging players with him. Boy, fantastic work by Peyton Beaner.
Right.
All right, first and 10 for the Hawks. Spread wide on the left-hand side, 2 receivers. This will be a handoff though to Beaner, and they read it this time. He gets taken down with no gain on the play.
Looks like they might even, they're going to put him back a yard on that one though.
Warden.
Yeah, Bellingham saw that
with
one
the
coming.
tackle.
Right.
Loss of a yard on the play.
And that is going to be the end of the third period of play. With your score, Bellingham 20, Anacortes 7. Let's take a break, do a little business. We'll be right back after this.
Kennelly Keys Music in Anacortes is your one-stop shop for all your musical needs. As a full-service music retailer, Kennelly Keys offers everything from sales and rentals to music lessons and repairs. Whatever you need, Kennelly Keys Music has you covered. Visit our website at KennellyKeysMusic.com, follow us on Facebook, or stop by the store and speak with our knowledgeable staff. And make sure to check out our new music hall. Kennelly Keys Music, located at 1904 Commercial Avenue in Anacortes.
Well, folks, it's 20-7. Anacortes has the ball as we begin the fourth period of play. Now we've got 12 minutes left in this contest. Anacortes has got a bit of an uphill climb. They're going to have to score twice in order to climb out in front of Bellingham here. We promised you a well-matched game, and so far we've seen it. This is certainly doable for the Hawks, especially if they can score quickly here on this drive. They're on the 35-yard line of Bellingham. So,
and the referee has once again sent them back to the huddle.
It's sponsored by NWCathletics.com.
No, I'm not allowing you yet.
All right, 2 receivers left. 2 receivers right. Bluen in close here to us on the near sideline. This will be a handoff to Peyton Beaner. Beaner chugs forward for about 2.5
Trevor
yards
Beaner with the
stop. And it looks like Christian Budashon in on the stop.
Ethan Fields with the tackle.
Bellingham.
It's kind of a cool name. It's not as cool as your faferite
gain of
ever
3 yards on the
Northwest
play.
Conference.
which you always have to remind me of.
Leighton Winterhawk.
Leighton Winterhawk.
Former Ferndale football player and also basketball player. Leighton Winterhawk.
That guy's going to be an author somewhere.
Somewhere. He has to be, right?
All right, let's see if Anacortes can get something going here. 3rd down and 8. As we come into the 4th quarter, we're going to whistle stopping play.
Yeah.
This looks like no flag was thrown.
It's a referee's timeout.
Yeah. I think they're just trying to straighten out who should be where. The head ref is checking his book. making a list, checking it twice. You know that's coming.
Yeah. There's only like 10 more Fridays or 9 more
right.
Fridays.
Now we get things back underway and see what Anacortes can do here. Beaner standing to the
sweep play for Trevor Beaner.
Trevor Beaner here. Oh, he's going to slide to a stop, lose his footing, and come down. Loss of 2 on the play.
Yeah. Not quite how it was drawn up there.
You know, that last drive that Anacortes had where they punched it in at the end, they just did such a good job of always moving the ball forward, even if you only got 2 or 3 yards. This kind of play here really, really kills a drive.
Yeah, I was going to point that out. Fortunately, our field does face north-south, but the north-south running,
yes, truly north-south.
Does at least usually it gets you back to the line of scrimmage at least. So sweep plays are fun, but they can work against you too.
4th and 11, Anacortes going for it here. Obviously going to be going to the air. Here's a pass play over to the right-hand side, almost intercepted. And so Anacortes will give it up on downs. Now, folks, we asked you earlier if you had a chance to go ahead and throw a note or two up on YouTube there and let us know where you're listening from. We always get a kick out of hearing where people are. We love it when people are listening to Anacortes and right around us, but it's always interesting to find out where people may be listening around Washington, around the country, and around the world. We've had people listening in Australia and Germany and all over the place. So it's Japan.
Yep.
So it's always a kick for us to hear that. So throw a note up on YouTube and they'll pass that over to us and let us know where you're listening from. And thank you so much for joining us tonight.
You made 2 football references during that whole thing. That was pretty funny. I don't know if it was intentional, but
holy cow!
We get a kick out of it. And pass that on over to us.
There you go.
Yeah. Got to figure out how to work running there.
Throw a note up there and make sure that you're running back to us.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
We got kick, pass, and run in there. Nice.
That's our field goal. So, man. All right, we passed the 10-minute mark in this game. Bellingham with the ball. Knutson now changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Short pass over to the right-hand side. Oh, good move by Lee to break away from the first tackler. He's going to move the ball down.
Pass complete to number 22, Ethan.
Looked like the Anacortes D had that sniffed out, but that was a heck of a move by the receiver there.
Lee's got moves.
Yep. He has them on the basketball floor, too, which will practice starts November 13th for those that care.
True enough. 9 minutes and 40 seconds. Anacortes has got to get the ball back to have an opportunity to score twice here in this 4th quarter. There you go.
Oh, Daniel Hayes. Watching from Cheney. Hello, Daniel.
Rolling to the right-hand side. Knutson's going to hang on to this one, gain him possibly 2 on the play before he goes out of bounds.
Daniel, a former Seahawk lineman himself, over at, it says Cheney, but to make it clear, he's a student over at Eastern Washington University. Fine young man.
Ball resting right at the 50-yard line now.
I don't know if he's watching, but we know a few people over at Eastern also. Tanner McLaughlin, Camden McLaughlin, Jordan Neville, Jake Richards. Lots of former Seahawks over there at Eastern.
True enough. Yeah, where it's no doubt getting cold.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Cold. Talk about cold and windy. There you go. Handoff out of the backfield. He's got some running room. Trevor Beaner makes the tackle.
Yep.
Just shy of the 40-yard line.
We got a flag.
Now we got a
Connor Wallace with the carry.
That may be a taunting or personal foul, whatever they call it.
Wallace had the carry, but well after the end of the play, we're going to get something. I don't see it so far, but maybe we'll get a chance to see what they're.
Maybe we'll hear the PA system announce it to us.
Acosta's mom watching from California. Hey,
well,
that's
hello,
awesome.
Oscar's mom. Thanks for listening and watching.
We hope you're someplace safe that has not been going through all those fires down there. Just been horrible watching.
Yeah, I've had
but
some
California's a big
dealing
place.
with that.
We hope you're someplace other than Santa Rosa.
Yep.
Here's the call.
Dead ball, unsporting act, Bellingham.
Oh,
okay. This one's going to go against
Result
Bellingham
of the play
for unsportsmanlike conduct.
But a 15-yard penalty will be assessed.
Yep, 15-yard penalty, and they'll repeat the down.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, penalties costing the Red Raiders here at a critical time because Anacortes has got to get a stop to get this ball back and trying to find a way to get into the end zone.
Right.
This is not a time for the Red Raiders to be forcing themselves into really tough situations, but they have. It is now going to be 2nd down and about, I'm guessing that's about 20. No, take that. It's about 16, 14, something like that.
14, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because from the
Right.
spot of the foul.
Right,
so,
yeah.
right.
So
after the penalties marked off, it will be first and 10. Bellingham falls down for the quarter.
So, and they repeat the. I'm sorry, they repeat the down. So this will be first down once again.
Correct.
First down and 14, and they're moving the chains, which they should
not
really
be doing. Only the down marker.
Right. Yeah.
The chains should not be
should
moved
not
at
have
all.
been moved there, but they did. So.
Oh, that's not.
Well, I'm gonna have to think that through for a minute, but.
Yeah. Yeah, the side judge from the far side here saw it. That's a dead play.
Yep.
They're going to have to reset the chains. The chains
actually
never
I think
move.
Looks like he's indicating a timeout, and that's what
Oh.
Coach Fryer is going to go out on the field and say, "Hey, hang on a second. They moved the chains, so those need to be reset." But let me see. He's trying, Coach Fryer, trying frantically to get the attention of the head ref.
Right.
Get across the field and talk to him.
He's just going to get with the side or the back judge here.
So there is a timeout on the field, and we'll stay with you here during this timeout. Coach Fryer is trying to make it clear that he does not feel, I think, that the chains should have moved. Obviously, they should be much further downfield.
Yeah, and I don't, Lou, I've never seen it at any level where the chains move on a penalty. The down marker moves with the ball. The chains only move on a first down. The chains are only 10 yards long. So they're always, the far end of the chains obviously is where the first down, your next first down would be. And if there's a penalty, yeah, Coach Fryer
and
really animated here. And I don't blame him. I've never seen that before at any level of football ever. And he's being told you're not correct, but I'm going to back Coach Fryer on this one. He's correct.
We haven't heard the explanation, so there is a situation. So it's 20-7 now, and this will be a 1st and 10 is how they're showing it on the board. It is first down. Handoff. That will be, I believe that was Ethan Fields with the ball.
Almost got fooled again by the football on the far side. They're thinking there was a really late flag coming out there.
So gain of about 4 or 5 on the play. Man, tell you what, Dave, I'm looking around the league.
Still kind of similar to what it was earlier.
Well, Mount Baker's got 12. Linden Christian's got 14.
Oh,
Cedar Woolley has scored again, 34-0 over Lakewood in the 3rd quarter.
Cedar Woolley trying to win the league.
Gee, doggies, man, oh man. Yeah. Let's see what they've got here. 2nd down and 5 for the Red Raiders. Clock is running. Once again, handoff, roll to the right-hand side. Tackle is made short of the first down marker. Gain of about 3 or 4 on the play.
Anacortes is signaling that they have the ball.
And
the referee.
Looks like there's a fumble on the play.
Yes, indeed.
Yep. Recovered by your Seahawks.
Nice.
First and Seahawks.
Couldn't see that from here at all. The ball come loose.
I tell you what, that could not have come at a better time for the Seahawks.
Man.
They needed it.
And right at the, where are they going to spot it here? About the 40, their own 48?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So breathe a little life into the Anacortes efforts here. We've got 8 minutes and 11 seconds.
Good starting field position here.
Starting at midfield. Let's see if Gilden can guide them down and put another touchdown on the board. Get them back into this thing.
On Anacortes, I believe that timeout was given to Anacortes on the last one, so that leaves us with 2.
Gilden going to keep it. Low snap.
Yeah.
He rolls up past the 50-yard line, maybe right at the 50. He's going to come to a stop.
And I think that was actually the design for that play, Lou, was for Eamon Gilden to run it. It was just a low snap and didn't get him the head of steam that he normally would get.
Timothy Edwards there for Bellingham. Good second effort play. He reached down and ripped the ball away, thinking that maybe Gilden wasn't down yet because he was laying on a player, but it was made clear to him, nope, no luck.
Right.
So watch number 4 right here, and you'll see at the end of the play, he reaches down and says, oh, hey, there's the ball. I'll just try and grab that. And,
yeah.
Ball's
From that
already
view,
down.
it looked like he was down for sure.
Ball's already down. So 2nd down and 7 for the Seahawks.
We got a false start. That's going to be on the right.
Penalty flags on the play.
Acosta was in motion across the formation, but it does appear that we're going to be backing up 5 yards for the Hawks.
So that will make it 2nd and about, 13.
Linden managed to make it onto the board, 26-7. Burlington over Linden in the 4th quarter in that game.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, to be honest, I dislike both them schools so much. I wish it was just a 0-0 tie. But
I tell you, it's not the Linden of old. I have a lot of admiration for the Linden program and what they've done up there. This is a struggling year for them, which is pretty darn unusual.
Oh,
ball's loose on the ground. It looks like Bellingham's going to recover it.
Yeah.
Oh, tough break.
Trying that reverse again, and it second pitch just didn't connect there. That's really unfortunate.
So ball pops loose, lands on the ground. Bellingham falls on it, and they end up with short field position, 1st and 10 at the 6-minute and 55-second mark.
And it looked like we were going to get a pretty big gain out of that, Lou. We had the defense full.
Take a look at what happened here.
Pitch
There's
to
the first. Now here's the handoff, and he just doesn't get his handle on it.
Yeah.
And it just comes loose. Tough break there. Jake Johnson trying to grab that one. Ball's a little slick. It is damp out there and windy and cold.
Right. Oh, boy.
Oh, big run here for, is that Wallace coming out of the back?
I believe it was.
Oh, that's Fields.
Oh, Ethan Fields.
Oh,
okay.
Ethan Fields coming out of the back.
Yeah, they move Ethan Fields.
Oh, check it back. That is Connor Wallace.
It was?
Number 15,
Okay.
Connor Wallace.
Yes.
Yeah. So Wallace there, big gain.
Gain of 9 yards on the play.
And that's going to make it 2nd down and 1. And again, this is bad news for the Hawks. They've got to get the stops here and get the ball back.
And they're keeping that clock running. You know, I know it stops for the first down, but they didn't even get the first down. Sorry.
That will definitely be part of the Bellingham strategy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, running plays, don't go out of bounds. And this will be a handoff once again to Wallace. Wallace over to the right-hand side. He's got himself a little bit of room.
Oh,
flag on the play in the backfield late.
Connor Wallace with the carry. We do have a flag on the play.
No defenders near the quarterback, so it wouldn't be a roughing the passer. I think it's a hold, Lou.
You might have seen a hold, yeah.
He just moved the flag to the 30-yard line.
Let's see what the call is. This is certainly
block below the waist.
Oh,
offense.
there we go.
Okay, that one's coming back. Offensive block below the waist, which you cannot do.
Some call it a chop block.
Yep. So
Either
Bellingham
way,
will back it up.
Not legal in the NFL either, but they get away with it a lot. As they walk it off here, 15 yards, right? Or 5 yards.
I think,
Sorry.
I think that's a 5 yard.
Yeah, because they had first down, I believe. No, it was 2nd and 1. Now it's 2nd and 16.
Oh, okay.
Or 17. I guess it was a 16-yard penalty.
Well, it was 2nd and a long way to go for the Red Raiders. Here's the snap. Handoff once again to Wallace.
Nice
make up maybe 2 or
tackle.
3 of them before he's taken down.
That was number 60, Karma Kushner. Heck of a tackle there by Karma.
So you got to know, you got to put yourself in perspective here. Anacortes seniors on their home field for the last time tonight. I think what I've seen that usually results in is they play every play as hard as they can the entire game because they know this is going to be the last one. This is going to be the last one.
This is it. There might be a couple that get an opportunity after this, but.
And Wallace once again will grind out a run down to about the 36-yard line.
I do remember a game about 6 or 7 years ago against Bellingham, though, Lou, at the old field, obviously. And Chris Stoneham caught a touchdown pass on the last play of the game in the front corner of the end zone, so you never know.
Watch, this angle might be hard to see it, but Wallace will make his way over to the right-hand side there. He's a very talented runner.
He is.
And, and again, same thing, falls forward. That's a great habit. He realized he's going down, he fell forward. So he's just grinding out 4 or 5 yards. It's 4th down and 9 right now, so I think Bellingham trying to decide exactly what they want to do. And the play clock is down to 2. They're going to let that expire.
Oh, they didn't even take a timeout.
Nope. So that's fine. That's going to help their kicker is what they're going to do. They're going to back up and punt, I'd imagine.
Must be, yeah.
Yep. So they'll take the delay of game penalty, which will back them up 5 yards, and they'll bring the punting squad out. But they accomplished the goal you were talking about, which is they took the maximum amount of time off the clock.
Right. Yep. Just run off every second you can. And obviously they're hoping here to pin the Hawks. I mean, a lot of times they say inside the 20, but from here you're ideally trying to get it inside the 10-yard line. And tough to do without putting it into the end zone.
Quarterback Nick Knutson, the punter here.
Got to get it up high and let your team get down there and get under it and get in front of it.
Interesting to watch for a trick play here when your very, very talented quarterback is also your punter in this particular set. And he is
gonna
going to kick it
though.
away, and it will be a low line drive over to the left-hand side, going to go down about the 20 and come to a stop. So,
Yeah. Oh, late flag. Yeah, there was a penalty on Bellingham here. It'll be. Let's see what the penalty is. Holding
Kicking team.
on the
10
kicking
yards
team.
from the end of the run.
Okay, so Seahawks get 10 yards, so they'll start at the 30-yard line is how that'll work, Lou. So nice break for the Hawks there to get a free 10 yards to start their drive.
well, they're gonna need it. They've got 4 minutes and 20 seconds here to try and score twice against the Bellingham team that's been doing a pretty darn good job.
Right, and only 2 timeouts remaining for the Hawks. Keep that in mind. So, and most of their success tonight has been running the ball, which unfortunately eats up time off the clock. So they're either going to have to run the ball and run it to the edges and get out of bounds,
right,
or they're going to have to start completing some passes here tonight.
I would look to Gilden to go to the air here.
Yeah,
which
he does have the wind behind him. We talked about that earlier, having the wind behind him.
Well, they've got everything. They got everything as much to their advantage as you could hope for in this particular situation.
Right.
Gilden rolling over to the left-hand side, looking for someone to poke.
Stop and go
He's
route.
got a man open. Oh,
what a catch!
Catch at the 40-yard line.
Wow. Caden Cummings with a huge catch there. Nice
All
throw.
right, there you go. Take him down to the 40. Big chunk of ground there for the Seahawks.
That'll stop the clock to set the markers. Let's watch the replay here, Lou.
Watch Gilden roll out there. And he's waiting, and he's got to go throw across his body.
Yeah, that is not
Great
an easy
catch
throw.
right here. Nice.
Wow.
Wow. Way to hang on to that ball, too. Jeez.
That was great defense by Spencer Lee there of Bellingham. And Caden Cummings just said, I'll show you a basketball player. I don't play it, but I'll go up and...
Oh, ball gets loose on the ground. Fortunately, Beaner's able to fall on it there. And
Yeah.
Peyton Beaner recovers it. Oof, but, Anacortes has had some stops and starts tonight.
Yeah.
That's another one of them. You get that big play, get a lot of momentum, and then,
Right. We've seen a couple low snaps tonight, but that's the first snap that's been mishandled all night.
They have fixed that. We watched that game a couple weeks ago where, boy, they had about 12 bad snaps in that game.
Yeah.
But that has been under control tonight for the most part. It is second down and 15 now for the Hawks. Let's see what they can do. There's a handoff. Peyton Beaner charges forward in the line, gains about a yard. And again, we were talking about this, Dave. They're going to have to find a way to get away from that. I think you've established that the running game is keeping the passing game honest, or the other way around, however you want to say that. But at this point, relying on the passing game is the way to go. I mean, you got
and now it's
3
third
minutes
down
left.
and long, and they know you're passing.
Right.
You know, easy to armchair quarterback, though. I've never had to coach a football game.
No,
so.
they're in a tough spot. That's for sure. That time is not their friend. And
250 and counting.
Oh, bad snap this time. Falls onto the ground. Beaner picks it up. Broken play. Over to the left-hand side he goes, and he's going to get dragged down. Maybe back to
about a 2-yard loss, it looks like. So that'll be fourth down now, and the clock is still ticking down. 2:37 and counting. It'll be 14.
Seaholm, of course, playing
independent
here,
schedule.
let's watch here. You can see here, bad where the snap comes out. It's a pretty good snap, a little bit off to the right maybe.
Yeah.
But then there's some confusion here, and finally Beaner picks it up and says, well, just give it to me. This is what we were trying to do anyway.
Right.
And heads-up play there by the defense to come down and get him out of the backfield.
You bet.
So, going to the air. Gilden looking for someone to throw it to, puts it up. And it is going to be intercepted. And we are going to have interference. Big run going down the left-hand side. Here's still loose. South grabs him and throws him to the ground like a rag doll. And
Ethan Fields is like, really? The one guy that had to tackle me is the biggest guy on the field?
We've got an Anacortes player.
Yeah, Tyler Bluen took a shot there, and the flag is going to be pass interference, so it should still be Seahawks ball.
I think if we see the replay on that, Bluen basically got tackled.
Yeah.
So let's see if we can see that. As Bluen goes out, there's the pass. Here he is.
Right
See,
behind.
he is already being grabbed there by.
He wasn't going for it. And the flag was immediate. The official was all over.
Well, that would certainly be a break for Anacortes.
Yeah.
From 4th and 15, that would move them forward. Automatic first down.
Well,
nice to see that.
That particular defender wasn't going for the ball is my assumption on the ruling.
That was a.
There we go.
We have roughing the passer
Oh.
defense, 15 yards, automatic first
So
down.
two penalties on the play. Roughing the passer will be accepted. And so that will move the ball forward 15 yards and an automatic first down. So they declined the pass interference but accepted the roughing the passer.
Right, because in high school the pass interference is only 5 yards, not like the NFL where it's spotted the foul. Obviously, you would have taken that if that was the rule. So good job by the coaching staff to take the proper penalty.
So it was Julian Minter for Bellingham who came up with it, had the run back, and then got tackled by South. And it was good to see that Jacob came out during this wait here. Jacob came out to midfield and gestured at him, and he came over and they just bumped knuckles like, yeah, just making sure you're okay. And he's like, no, it was a nice tackle.
Right.
Which it was.
Playing football.
South grabbed him in the open field and just basically brought him to a stop.
Yeah. Always thankful to be in the booth when there's hard tackles like that, because it means I'm not part of it.
Well, and that's the amazing thing about football. You have Jacob South at 6'7", 285 pounds, and he comes across the field and makes an open field tackle on a guy sprinting with the ball. That's quite an athlete right there.
Well, and it's plays like that, Lou, that's why he, in addition to his other skills, but plays like that, that's what those recruiters for the different colleges that have been looking at him, that's the stuff that they look at.
Hey, look, you can see us on camera waving.
Oh, hello. Oh.
That'd be good to get a good shot of us up here in the beautiful broadcast facility with the AHS Live.
Will McCracken, make sure the camera goes away when I go to wave. He's still upset that I didn't get my ribeye up here.
A minute and 56 seconds to go here. 4 receiver set. And here's the handoff. No, it's not a handoff.
Nice job, Eamon.
Gilden's going to keep it. Here's the pass late. Oh, it's going to fall incomplete. Good idea, though.
Yep.
Good idea. Incomplete pass
better than what it would have been. It was a good job avoiding the sack there.
So fakes the handoff, and Bellingham bit on that. Then Gilden rolled to his left, looked for someone downfield. He had a chance at Caden Cummings, who was maybe open for a second, but pass is going to fall incomplete. We're doing a second down and 10. With a minute and 49 to play, trailing by 13 points. Boy, you just like to see something happen. A lot can happen in a minute and 49 seconds in a game.
Never know.
Here's the snap. They look to go to the air again. Gilden rolling over to his left-hand side. No, he's under pressure, and we've got a flag. Tackle made by Timothy Edwards.
To be honest with you, though, Bellingham, even though the holding penalty is more than
offense.
Let's see. They're not going to decline it. I thought they might just to create third down. There we go. Yep.
So that's going to make it third down and 10 for the Hawks. And it's a tough situation for them to be in now. Only a little bit of time. They got to do a lot of scoring.
Right.
So we do definitely want to say thank you to those of you who have posted some notes about where you're listening from. Feel free to keep those coming. We always enjoy that. And again, if you are here in the Skagit County area listening, batten down the hatches. We got a gale warning coming in after midnight tonight. It will be pretty stormy. And Trevor Beener out of the backfield now, gains a couple of yards and comes down on the running play. The clock will continue to run. 1 minute and 10 seconds for the Hawks.
4-yard gain for Trevor there.
Timeout, Anacortes. Please put 1:13 on the clock.
1:13 they want on the clock, so they wanted to add 3 seconds, which they've done, and Anacortes utilized the timeout here, which is their final timeout.
Let's go with you during this timeout. Invite you to come back after the end of the game. Join us for our post-game show. We'll talk a little bit about our stats. There's several great individual efforts tonight. Will be reflected in the numbers, no doubt. And we'll bring you up to speed on everything that's going on around the Northwest Conference and 2A ball. And as things are developing here, we're watching several games for you. And we'll do our very, very best to talk about maybe what's going to happen the rest of the season. 20-7 your score here. Well-fought game by both teams. There's been ups and downs, a couple of turnovers.
Well, that's kind of what we expected. We knew it was going to be close the whole time.
It's not going to be a blowout, that's for sure.
Right.
So.
But I honestly think, Lou, full squad versus full squad, I think Anacortes handles Bellingham pretty well here, but kind of even things out by losing a couple key players. But some have filled in nicely here.
That is definitely football, though.
Yes.
It's tough on your coaching staff. Big arm going down the middle of the field. It's up for grabs.
Did he catch that?
See who came around it? No, it's incomplete.
Okay.
Incomplete.
Wow, that would have been an unbelievable catch there.
And Bluen knows it. You just saw him punch the turf there. He knows he had a shot at that. It got into his hand. Now he was in his defense. He was very, very well
double covered, right?
Yeah, but he got a hand on it, and I know how that goes for a receiver. You're saying to yourself, oh,
right.
Oh, I thought I had it. You know? And Tyler's had a long, hard night tonight. He deserves a rest.
Right.
He's played both directions. He's played very, very well. He's had some big hits.
He's just had a phenomenal season.
Yeah.
He got WIA Athlete of the Week a couple weeks ago.
Very, very tough.
He leading receiver in Skagit County, one of the leading scorers in Skagit County. Had 3 interceptions in a game against Blaine. He's done some phenomenal things this year as a senior.
So, ball turned over on downs.
Yep. And Bellingham takes a knee.
Bellingham takes a knee, and that'll allow the clock to run. We're under 1 minute here.
Yep.
We'll see some personnel changes as they look to make sure that.
Well, they're bringing the seniors off one at a time here, Lou.
Cameron Rice into the game, as is Pearson Nordmark onto the field, number 45. He'll line up over on the left-hand side of the line. Bellingham will take a knee once again.
Right. Coach Luke Taylor getting all the seniors, make sure they get a big hug from him here as they come off.
And folks, that's going to do it. The last several seconds are going to tick out, and your final score going to be Anacortes 7, and the Bellingham Red Raiders come down for a visit and score 20 points and come away with a win. So 20-7 your final score. Dave Wilder and I and the AHS crew.
Welcome to the Rockfish Grill.
The Rockfish Grill specializes in fresh Northwest food, including seafood and pizza prepared in their wood-fired oven. They proudly pour Anacortes ales and lagers, brewed right next door at the Anacortes Brewery. The Rockfish Grill and their companion business, H2O, feature live entertainment every week with local and national acts. The Rockfish Grill, Anacortes Brewery, and H2O, 4th and Commercial in downtown Anacortes.
Did you know that the largest toy store in Skagit County is here in Anacortes? Here at Toy Stories, we have a wide selection of the best toys you can find anywhere.
Wow!
From our large selection of stuffed animals
Cool!
to our massive Lego kit area.
All right!
Stop in to check out our brand new RC toy selection, including drones, or pick out a baby shower gift.
Awesome!
Try out a toy, have it wrapped, and walk out all in the same visit.
I love it!
There's something for everybody here at Toy Stories on 9th Street, Anacortes.
The Action Club is a Kiwanis club for adults with disabilities. Every second Saturday of every month, you can head to the Port of Anacortes web lockers at Seafarers Way and Q Avenue. Once there, you can recycle your computers, monitors, laptops, tablets, Kindles, portable DVD players, e-readers, and televisions. The money we collect during the e-cycle is used in several ways to benefit community service projects.
Thank you.
One large hot and ready classic, please.
That'll be $5.
I left my wallet in the car.
$4.75.
Thank you.
Everyone's got 20 quarters for a large hot and ready classic. Little Caesars, world's easiest way to pizza.
Pizza, pizza.
And we bring you back in live for our post-game show here on the AHS Live broadcast of tonight's game, senior night here from
Senior
Anacortes High
night.
School. And a crew of seniors there was.
Oh.
Holy cow.
14 football players and 2 cheerleaders and I believe about 10
About
band
10
members.
10 band
yeah,
members, yeah.
So
I mean, the place is going to be empty starting next year.
Anacortes is losing a lot of good kids on many levels this year.
That's right. Well, and you know that is one of the challenges of high school coaches everywhere.
Yep.
Is you gotta keep bringing that talent up and utilizing your C team and utilizing your JV team to develop talent. And Coach Fryer certainly headed in the right direction on that. So,
right.
So our final score tonight, 20-7. Anacortes not able to overcome the visiting Bellingham Red Raiders.
Right.
And Dave, you have got some interesting numbers over there.
Yeah, you bet. Eamon Gilden having the tough task of filling in at quarterback. Struggle a little bit with the passing, but you know, sometimes quarterback stats are misleading because some of those passes could have been caught that count as incompletions. And he had the one interception, but he did have the lone touchdown for the Hawks tonight, running the ball in from 5 yards out there in the third quarter. But
that's true.
The one I really want to point out, there was a lot of good plays. Jacob South, by the way, made some, and Kirby Rowe on the offensive line tonight were phenomenal.
Yeah, real
and
tough on D.
then that open field tackle that Jacob South made on what ended up not being an interception, but the players don't know that. They don't know there's a flag till the whistle's blown. So it was a heck of a tackle. But Peyton Beener tonight, holy cow.
Yeah.
Talk about going out with a bang in front of your hometown fans.
Yeah, both sides of the ball.
Both sides of the ball. I don't know how many tackles he was in on tonight, but it was a lot. And a few of them were big ones. They were hard hits. So, but offensively, Peyton, well, I'm just going to break it down by half and then give you the total. First half, 14 carries, 91 yards. Second half, 13 carries, 91 yards for a total of 27 carries for 182 yards.
That's not a bad night on the ground.
That's a pretty good night on the ground. And again, with it being senior night for Peyton, I know it was a big deal for him, obviously. And so congratulations to Peyton. He is definitely our player of the game tonight.
Yep, no doubt about it.
It wasn't even really, we didn't even discuss it. It was just automatic agreement.
Head and shoulders,
right.
Clearly. Yeah. No, so congratulations to him. And, you know, as we've often said, we always like to point this out, just a heck of a nice guy.
Oh,
just
he's
a heck of a nice kid. You know, you just wish him all the best. He works so darn hard. And he really gets it. You know, he's
and he makes good pizza, by the way. He does.
Not a bad thing,
right?
Multi-talented Renaissance man.
That's right.
Well, and let's take one quick look around the league here before we wrap things up, because we do have some interesting scores. So right now, Burlington and Linden, 33-13. Burlington over Linden in the fourth quarter. So Burlington looks like they're going to come away with a win over Linden in that one.
Right.
Cedar Woolley 41. Lakewood 0 in the fourth quarter. So Cedar Woolley just timestamp on that one. That one's over and done with. Linden Christian leading Mount Baker 14-12. And Nooksack and Meridian separated by 1 point, but this time it's the other way around. Meridian up 28 over Nooksack 27.
Oh, wow.
And Seaholm, playing their independent schedule, played Granite Falls tonight at the half. Seaholm 21. Granite Falls 14.
That's actually a big win for Seaholm. Granite Falls is actually ranked higher in the RPI. Right now, they're number 2 in the Cascade Conference behind Archbishop Murphy for the 2A schools.
That's a game for them. That's at the half, 21-14. So, so some big things. If you're following, you know, go to nwcathletics.com and take a look. You'll see all the standings will be out fresh tomorrow morning, and it looks like there's going to be some movement.
Yeah.
And we want to say thank you to those of you who have tuned in tonight and other times. This will be our final football broadcast of the year. We'll be bringing you basketball games coming up here before too long.
There might even be a volleyball broadcast left, to be honest. I haven't got to see the schedule, but AHS Live does so many different things. Volleyball Tuesday night.
We're being told Tuesday night there'll be a volleyball game, 7 o'clock Tuesday night. So make sure to catch the stream on that one. And we do want to thank you for joining us on senior night and for supporting AHS Live and our broadcast. We're always happy to be able to bring you live high school sports here over the stream.
Right.
On behalf of Dave Wilder, myself, we want to thank Jim Thompson and the crew for all the good work that they do in supporting us. You know, we get to sit here and talk and watch the game. They do all the behind-the-scenes work, all the instant replay work, all the camera work, all the setup and the takedown. Right. Really make it fun for us to come in here and do what we do. So thank you to you guys. Dave, any closing comments before we wrap up football season for the year from the broadcast booth? All right, then.
Go Hawks.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for listening. And what?